All right. So it is here. We're gonna start burning absolutely a shit ton, an absolute shit ton of energy. Are we ready for gathering now? We are about to gather like nobody's ever gathered before. To gather them is my real cause. Fuck, it's been so long since I've heard the Pokemon theme. I can't remember all the words to it. Anyway, yes. We're gonna go gathering, and right now we're starting with 2 full versions of we're gonna start together or not together. That is my question. It is together, my friends. It is together. Ash sap, birch sap, cedar. Yeah, we're gonna go do birch sap. So that's gonna be where we're gonna go first, because that's something we need a shit ton of. Because if I can get that over with, then that determines a lot of that really determines a lot of how much time I spend gathering whatchamacallits. Oh yeah. Something we want to do real quick. Let me go log over to this. We got our compensation. I got a shit ton of boxes and ores from the event. All right, you ready to see how many I got?
I've been waiting for this. Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself.
Yeah. I don't think you guys walk away from this.
You just make sure people know what happened here today. When you get out of here, you have a drink for me, yeah?
Yeah? Yes. Hello there. How's it going? That's exactly where I was going. I was going to go pop all my boxes and shit. So, I got 297 boxes and 317 ore. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh, I am so fat. Mistakes were made. I didn't think I was going to get that fat. I'm going to order food tonight. I am going to go get wings tonight. I'm so fat. Look at that 22 fucking thousand rough stone. Oh, so good. Oh yeah, and 586 sharps. Fuck that shit. Another nice little bit of rough stone there. All right. Ain't that some good shit right there? All right. All right, we cheered. What the fuck was it for? All right, so we got the down attack damage. That's what we cheered for. We cheered for Boulder. We didn't cheer for that. All right, fine. We also got a Valor and all that shit. All these juicier mini games making you fuzzy inside. You know what? Here's the really sad shit, and I hate to like rain on your parade. You should really be working on getting your AP up and not worrying about those fucking perfumes and just buying perfumes of courage off the market and trying to make money so that you can get off of them. But I also understand it because, I mean, I'm going to have to do it at some point as well. All right, so 297 boxes. Leads us with another 1,000, basically 1,000 more sharps. We got 12 Cronstone bundles. All right, so we got 5 boxes. Thousand, 500, 500, 500. Okay, not mad. So we got a bunch of Cronstones. There's another 1,000. Another 1,500. Oh, yes, 2,400 Cronstones just right there. That's making me feel fuzzy inside. Oh yeah, so good. Caphras are going to be flooded for a while, so we're just going to let those go into the inventory. So we ended up with how many extra sharps now? 2,000. I literally put a dent in what I need. That's cute. But let's just take a quick moment to appreciate this 33,000 rough stone that I didn't have to go gather. Lazy Cat just hopped on my PC and refuses to move. That poor thing, he's like, warmth. So, all right. Well, it's time to go gather. Like, bro, my bed is warmer than my PC at the moment. Because I'm not playing anything. Well, let him believe. Let him believe. So, we're right now looking at roughly a 20 billion silver project at this point. All right, I've got to do the cron meal on you. So then why are you so humping the Rashalka Coral then, if you don't care? Out of curiosity. Hello there.
Good morning, man.
How's it going?
This fucking event, that's what's going.
Hell yes, it is. For the foreseeable future. Hello there. How's it going? Good morning. Should I do my Awakening quest? I'm 56. Yes. You'll have to do actually both your Succession and your Awakening quest. Go ahead and get both of those taken care of.
Ooh. I already burnt up my 2,000 sharps.
And it's gone.
That only made...
No, the Rashalka Coral doesn't make... Rashalka Coral does not make Harmony Draughts. It makes perfumes of envy and tenacity.
Right.
It says to kill 100 monsters. I have 50. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. You won't even notice.
Oops, shit. You know what would help? If I actually had all my gathering shit on. Like, all my gathering shit.
Well, for the fairy, you're just gonna have to save up your Layla's petals, like hundreds of them.
Yeah, so without paying to win the fairy, it's ass, and I'm just gonna go ahead and be honest with you, it's ass.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just acknowledge that I spent probably $300 on my last run trying to finish my ferry. But I did the stupidly expensive route, not the smart route.
I did the free-to-play route. I saved up 400 of them. I got one, and mine came out with the skills that it has on it. I haven't changed it. I probably should, but I said I'm okay with that.
Yes, I'm doing the gathering event. And not for the fucking treasure. I could give a shit about that. I'm actually doing it for money.
I don't want the treasure. I want my sharps.
I don't even want those. Fuck those. Those are a byproduct of what I'm doing. I want the liquid cash.
That, yeah.
So something for y'all to note, the first 100 event seals you get, go buy the treasure item. Good money. Yeah, I'm basically at this point making between 6 and 7 bill an hour. But it's gonna be on the back end of what I'm doing. I'll get that money in about 2.5, 3 weeks from now.
Remnant of Distortion?
Yes, that's the new
Is that what we're looking at?
that is the new event item that you gather, or you're going to be killing, gathering, and all that stuff for.
Hey, we get one more of those Hitai pets.
So...
Distortion. Ooh, something to put in the...
It's going to go in your tome.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a thing to go in the tome slot.
Yeah, so your first 100 of those you get, go buy that, and then after that, save up for whatever you want in the order you want.
Oh yeah, no. I'm definitely gonna go for these storage boxes. I need those bad. After that, it's all crons and hammer.
I was supposed to say, you're gonna leave out that hammer?
Well, I mean, it only does 2 things. It doesn't do, like, my freaking gloves.
But do you have deck accessories?
I got one.
And then should I bother with gathering stuff? Yes, so it's going to be contested as fuck probably for the next foreseeable future, but if you can get down here to bear, there is a rotation you're going to see me do during the week that is gathering herbs over here, and you're going to be wanting to gather that when you have full energy.
Yeah. Gathering herbs at bear is probably going to be even more dumber.
There's also a spot that I'll try to get to here in a few minutes that's down that way that is decent for gathering herbs, but it's not nearly as good as bear, but it will... do some good stuff. You know, I should probably go take care of my farms, but it's like, I can't be fucking asked. No, you're gonna save it. You're gonna save everything you're getting.
What's she saving? Who's saving? Who's doing
you want to save everything you get when you do, for what you're gathering, because you're gonna turn this into money later.
Yeah.
And
you really don't get rid of anything. It's pointless.
Well,
find a reason to deal with it.
So, as somebody who burns over 100,000 wild herbs every time I sit down to do alchemy, you're gonna want every little bit that you have. So that's going to be one of the main things you're going to be gathering. You're going to be gathering fruits. You're going to be gathering traces. You're going to get sharps, which you need to level up your gear. You're going to be... No, so what I'm going to be working on, I'll be selling to players in the end. What I am doing is for players.
Yeah, your alchemy, you're benefiting the players like tremendously right now.
I try to. Let's see here. I think I've got the gathering.
I buy a couple hundred of those damn Madonna potions myself. Easily every couple of days, it seems. That just be burning through them.
Yeah. So one of the things I do is I'm making Harmony Draughts, which is a combat buff that people use to go out and grind with. And depending on how the market is looking, I will potentially be buying into doing it with Adana, Demi-Human, and Kama Sylvian. Occasionally I make some human elixirs, but I normally make the humans immortal elixirs. The economy is better here than in EU and Korea and Southeast Asia. But because most of the people are lazy fucks here in North America, they don't do this stuff. The selling market is a lot higher than others.
Yeah, we don't here in America, or at least on the NA servers, it seems.
So this is why I'm giving up grinding for 2 weeks, is because there's absolutely zero reason to be grinding at this point. We've got double mini games. Anytime I get energy, it needs to be spent. And I've got 43 characters. Well, not all 43 are going to get dumped.
Well,
because
you got 40 characters at least that have energy that you can dump.
Yes.
So there is that.
So the only ones I don't dump are the ones that are in perma-locked spots, but anybody else that you see 228 or 628 on can be used for grinding out energy. Yes. They are consumers, not providers. And when you min-max what I do with everything, it will blow the average grinder's mind at how much I make per hour. They don't believe it. They call bullshit. Because, see, here's the issue. You get some people that are like fucking monkeys who go in and they beat their head on a rock and they think that the consistent grind to get better gear is to kill better monsters, to risk for higher reward is going to pay off, that the actual zero risk can outperform that, which is actually false. This can actually outperform it if you know how to min-max it. Also, it is server-based, because if you go try to do this on EU's prices are completely different.
Right, they got a whole lot more life skillers.
Yes, because they've got a lot more. I mean, it's just a bigger region that they're supporting, so...
That's true, too.
So, when you go look at what they do, it is not nearly as profitable to do this over on EU. And that's normally something else you'd normally get. EU isn't more populated, it's more of, how do I put this? It's more...
They're a lot more chill, and they're doing more life skilling.
They do more of the stuff themselves. That's the proper way to look at it.
Yeah, that's another thing. They don't have as much whales as they do over here, and they have to do a lot more things manually, so yeah.
So when they want to like get money, the way that I would be doing stuff isn't the way they can do stuff. Afuaru. Thank you.
Nope.
So yeah, this is the pro level stuff that you're going to be watching over the next 2 weeks. What is the actual end target? I have no idea, but I'm going to keep pushing until we get it. Until we get done with it, and then whatever comes after that's where I'll tap
the
out.
end target, there isn't one. 1 trillion silver.
I'm not joking. So right now the first first target is to make 2 rounds of Harmony draw runs. Once I hit that target, I'll add another 3,000 to it. Once I hit that target, I'll add another 3,000 to it. Once I hit that target, I'll add another 3,000 to it. And I keep moving that goal until the 2 weeks are done. I'll also be working on doing the Imperial Alchemy stuff, trying to get that spooled up. I just spent 25 billion silver this morning buying traces up so that I went ahead and had at least 2 guaranteed batches I could make, because I may not be able to make them all at once. But I've got to save the remaining 20 billion.
Thin essence of life. What's the thin essence of life?
That's one of the the pieces, right?
I didn't think so. I thought it was not part of that.
There's like 8
for the blood.
There's like several different routes, different pieces of that. Because like right
I was just looking at the patch notes.
I'm sapping up, let's see here. I've already got, yeah, Thin Essence of Life is the, doing the sap version.
Okay, I was like, man, did I not even see that part of the patch?
No, I had to argue with some idiots already in World Chat this morning, because they're fucking retarded and can't read. People are complaining like, it's not that good! I'm like, it's literally half the... No, it's literally half what they said on Global Labs.
Oh, okay, yep, it's Thin Essence. I see now, Thin Essence of Life.
So, they were saying, well, it was supposed to be 1,300% sharp increase, and like, that was not across the board. So I literally laid out all of them, and then the guys...
1,300%.
Well, that's what the Global Labs said originally for tanning. It was supposed to be 1,300% increase. It ended up being a 537% increase.
I mean, do people not realize that everything on Global Labs doesn't always translate to...
Nope, because
live server?
Nope. They believe that is the gospel at times.
You know, and that's the thing I hate about that, because that's not how it works when it comes to test servers. I know better than that.
I've been around enough PTRs to know that shit.
Yeah, for real. Like, I've played
I think I'm
that...
on somebody's nuts. Because this is weird. I'm, like, actually hitting dead trees that shouldn't be dead.
That's not good.
Somebody might actually be out here. Or it's just me, like, not paying 100% attention. Nope, that's bloodstone.
I just wonder how bad the sharp market's gonna crash.
See, I don't think it's going to crash. Because
I mean, we do need a lot of sharps, so I don't necessarily think so. But
I think what you're about to see is a more ingestion of sharps, because now that people are going to be like, oh, the alchemy stone's more viable, and boom, they're going to liquidate. And they're going to start trying to do it. And then they're going to realize, oh shit, this is fucking toxic. But more alchemy stones are going to go on the market.
In theory, yeah. Yeah, because more people should be trying to craft alchemy, and my other guildmate who tried to do alchemy yesterday or the day before yesterday, she got a damn alchemy stone, and I was like, nice. Those are kind of rare doing alchemy.
You can get one of those about every 2 hours doing alchemy.
Really? Yeah, man, I've never actually looted one, and I've done alchemy for a long time.
The last alchemy run I did, which was 2 full runs each, I ended up with almost 14 of each.
She said she was just making like clear liquid regen.
Yep. It doesn't matter what you're doing; it's mastery based. So you could be doing the highest end. You could be doing the highest end potion or the lowest end, and it's just about that rare proc from the mastery side of things that makes it show up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she doesn't have nearly the mastery I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about the mastery size. It's just, it's part of the mastery tier. When you look at the side and it talks about all the different items you get. Like, I was doing it with near 3,000 mastery the whole time. So, it was, like, right at 2,900, I think, most of the time. When I had guild buffs, it was 3 grand.
Ooh, God,
yeah.
Dang.
So how many people you got in your guild?
Right now I actually got rid of like 4 people who just haven't logged on in like over more than a year. So I'm down to 4.
Hold my beer. I still got CPAC at 1,862 days. He was
your guild is just as bad as mine right now.
Yeah, so CPAC was one of the. There's a few of them in here that are like old members that I've just hung on to because there's no point in kicking them out until I absolutely need to. But the thing with CPAC is CPAC was one of the ones who helped do a lot of the grinding of the guild, and I've just never had the heart to kick his name until like I needed to. Because it was me, CPAC, Aaron. CPAC and Aaron were both mystics, so we had a lot of mystic front fighting shit. But no, he did a lot of guild quests with me. He helped do some recruiting and shit. The other one is that Cenitas is or Centos is Project's cousin. And Project used to play both accounts. He was just like, yeah. Okay. He basically maintenance both accounts and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like with my uncle's account. Like, my uncle started playing for whatever reason, and then he stopped playing, and then me and my dad were like, okay, well, we could use the extra account on the guild, man.
So, I'll bring up a question because I was thinking about this. You mentioned something about merging the guilds.
Yeah.
How leveled is your guild? Like,
my guild is. I've been trying to level it for some time.
But like, what all do you have? Or just take a screenshot of the full guild page with the skills and shit on it, and I can.
There we go.
I can kind of get an idea where you are.
Yeah, we've been trying to work on it, but yours is more than likely higher.
I have 100 member slots, and I think 90% of the skills are bought. I mean, I do have nearly 5 million activities, so I sure hope the fuck this thing's nearly... They can't move in the goalposts.
I think the only thing that my dad was more concerned about was the fact that it's the fact that it was the guild name.
Oh, Plot Hunter?
Oh, not your guild name.
Oh, y'all's?
He likes our guild name.
Oh, that's fair.
I haven't even told him yours.
Oh, yeah. I've got, so you've got the things almost that matter. You're missing the combat EXP. I've got all the Node War stuff. I've got all the Blue Battlefield stuff. I've got Command to Gather. You've got more of the elephants and the stuff. I've already got like, the guild galleys and the elephants built.
Unfortunately, I already did all the elephant stuff. I just...
So you ended up...
At the time, that was so long ago.
Yeah, I haven't tried to go back and do all the new shit. But yeah, we've got 2 guild galleys. We should have 2... at least we should have 2 guild galleys. We should have the 2 elephants. We have... yeah, I mean, here, you can see mine. So I've got the 100 member slots. And then everything's bought. I was just filling in the skills and the storage. So it's fully complete.
Yeah, the storage is what pissed me off when they redid the numbers.
I mean, you don't need a ton of it in the end.
No, it was just we had a whole bunch of the stupid ocean stuff that kept on dropping, and we just put it in there.
That's fair. Once you have 10 members, you can start doing payouts. That's the other thing. That's kind of why I was curious, is because like y'all have got 3 bill, I've got 4.5. But we actually we did the math on it, and we found out that, you know, if you actually were actively doing guild quests and shit, getting the support funds, which neither one of us are getting right now, Once you get the support funds, payouts become a lot easier to do. And with all the sea monster shit, like, if you get people out doing the sea monster stuff, that's a decent chunk of money coming in. Doing node wars and actually, like, taking nodes is...
Yeah, that would be fun to at least try it once. Like,
so, I'm gonna give you some sauce, and it's up to you on how y'all want to go about it, alright?
well, my dad is fine with it. The other person in the guild is definitely okay with it. I'm just trying to figure out
Well, here, let
what
me
to do about it.
here
'Cause
here.
it's kind of a conundrum.
All right, so let me walk you through this because this isn't my first guild merger. So there are two options. Option number one is you just blow the guild up. That's option number one. When you leave, it all ends because all the remaining guild items are going to have to be deleted when you leave. When it comes down to the any of the shit that's in there, I think has to be deleted. Option number two, you create a dummy account and you promote yourself GM. You're going to lose half of your guild funds, but you'll become an officer and then you can leave. And at that point, the guild still exists. It'll be under the alternate account. And if y'all ever decide to head back, no hard feelings. You have your guild exactly where it was left off.
Yeah, that's
Just
what we kind of. That's exactly what I was thinking with, because we have one extra account that's kind of doing that right now.
Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure you have the GM tag above your name, though.
I am the GM, yeah.
Yeah, so I was going to say, that's the issue. And that's kind of where I got stuck, which is also why I never left, is because, I mean, you have to realize, I've held on to this guild since 2017. So, this guild's nearly 9 years old.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about this one. And I went with, like, the Japanese name with the, I think it was, like, Black One or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or Blackened One or something Japanese that's one in black.
Hello there. How's it going, kitty cat? No, mine's just the brand of my stream is what it ended up being. And the whole point of the Gothmoth Me Milker shit is just been the funny derp joke to run with it. That's been the whole joke of the IP. Like, it's been serious shit before, but I figured here at the end it would just be the brand.
Yeah.
So
there's a buff that dropped. Blessing of Spirits.
Yep, and it gives you 500 mastery, and it recovered energy too. Do I remember you? No, considering this is a first-time chatter popping in, so unless you've come in since they reset it, I don't. I would have to check Twitch for the chat logs, but it's been a hot minute, regardless. So, and I talked to a bunch of people, and no offense, I don't remember.
Right.
But if you remind me, I can probably remember who you are. I'm not a completely shit memory person. Holy shit fucking balls. Okay, I know exactly who you are. I remember you. It's me, Cats from the Nightingale Supply. Jesus, talk about an old guild member. Fuck me. That's Elder Scrolls. That's Elder Scrolls days. Holy shit.
Wow.
How you been? Yeah, actually, here, it was just a couple days ago, I was talking about you, Lassiter, and Halt, and how we went and we were doing the Dawnstar Arena thing.
Oh.
Like, I was just talking about that the other day. I was like 15 when you, me, and Halt, now I'm old AF. Pff, shit, I'm old AF. If you're old AF, then I'm old AF. You and Halt still talk like once a week? That's awesome. Legit just downloaded ESO today. Ooh, damn, you must have been bored.
I was gonna say, it must have been real bored.
Like, ESO's cool, but I can't go back. I've tried so many times.
Yeah, and because it's not like the actual games where it wasn't the same for me either. I feel you on that one.
What happened to the guy that I spoke with that was your friend from the UK? I can't remember the name. Do you? So there was Pigeon. He was around from a while. Asuna was around for a while. I'm trying to think who else you would have met. There was Jupiter and Alera. Wait, but they were from here in the US. You got to do stuff with them. Let's see. Who else? As far as UK friends, I'm trying to remember all of them. I've had so many. Also, if you get a mini game with the proc, it'll recharge 100 energy. So it's 10 energy every time you get that buff. Imagine being from the UK. Yeah. Tell us about being from the UK. Go on, do tell. Tell us about your bottle of water. Now, see, actually, I have a really funny story. So, my mom is the Southern Belle of all Southern Belles, all right? So, like, collard greens and, you know, I want my roast and all that type of stuff. You know, casseroles. You know, super Southern Belle, all right? Try explaining the crisp, chip, and fry to an American Southern Belle. Their mind cannot comprehend the difference. You're American? Absolutely. You smell that? That's freedom in the air.
Bless her
heart. Bless her heart. Yeah. And so yeah, I was explaining the whole chip crisp and then trying to talk about biscuits and cookies. Went over her head. She's like, nope. A biscuit's something you eat like for breakfast. I'm like, no, that's not it. He says come back to life once every 2 years when friends log
That ain't the one.
Yeah, for real. I've logged on Elder Scrolls every now and then when I'm like trying to see if I can catch the Breton outfit, but I've still never bought the Breton outfit. I have the crowns for it. I'm just waiting for the day it shows up. If they hadn't already retired the outfit. Because I have the other two heroes. I just never got the Breton. So at some point, I'll eventually get it. To say I have it on the account.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think Pops had such an issue getting his Social Security?
You play a lot of WoW the past year? See, WoW is something I can't get into. I've tried, it's just, for me, it's just too old of an MMO to get into.
And it was all questing, I mean, you're really just questing.
Well, it's questing and raids, and I mean, I love the raid aspect idea.
Well, I don't mind raids, but
Like,
it's mainly questing.
Yeah. And once you play Black Desert's combat, everything else kind of feels meh.
Nah. Yeah. It definitely feels meh. Don't get me wrong, the point tab, press the number. Yeah, that's cool.
But imagine playing piano and actually like feeling like you're playing the character.
You know, that's kind of where Winds Meet is a little bit nicer as far as the.
No, stop. Nope, stop. Get
I
out.
fucking wish that BDO had the instruments like that. Because I'd be happy if I can, like, play my instruments a little bit better.
Okay, fair.
That's about it. Other than that, no. Winds Meet was. It's okay.
It's the mobile game version of BDO that tried to be.
Yeah.
It is so Asian, though. Holy shitballs.
Beyond Asian.
You do Mythic Plus.
Yeah, I played it for a minute, man.
I played it for about 4 hours, and I said, nope, I can't. I like Asian stuff. Like, I don't mind Asian stuff, but it was like, it was so heavily grinded in it. Like, I wanted to experience more of a fantasy world, I guess, is more what I was hoping for, and not just Asia slapped into a fantasy world.
It was like an Asian Dark Souls almost.
I can
Except
see that.
maybe not as Dark Soulsy as the
Dark Souls?
Black Myth Wukong.
Ace fucking was raging when he played that game. It was funny.
Yeah, I was about to say, Winds Meet did have a whole bunch of cutscenes. A whole lot of cutscenes.
I think the issue was I was trying to compare it too much to Black Desert, which is like apples and potatoes. You can't do it.
You can't do that, dude.
Shit, I'm over here on the Balanos Mountains. I need to fucking cut back over to the west.
I hope it's fucking warm down there. I hope the heat is seeping through your windows.
I mean, it's a Korean MMO. Yes, it is going to be grindy. You tried Shy? I mean, it's chill at times. I mean, there's always something to do, which is great. And I mean, it's not made for everybody. And I mean, that's one thing I always try to warn people is it isn't made for everybody, and that's okay.
Right.
Like,
yeah, but Shy is really good at gathering, though.
Yes. I'm still pissed the Shy has all new animations. Like, they could at least update the old ones. Because, like, her shaking animation is so much better. And so is her smelting one.
She does a different animation?
For everything. They completely made all new animations for the Shy. Every other class has the default animations. Shy has a whole unique processing kit.
How I missed that update, I don't know how.
That's been there since the day she dropped. She's had all...
Apparently, I've never even did processing on my Shy. I always like gathering or doing something. I used to like cook with her and do alchemy. But I haven't really played my Shy in a long time. Personally.
Fair. I play on her mostly during gathering events. Because, I mean, that's normally what she's there for, is to go gather.
And she's got all the weight. She comes with more weight than any other character.
Except for Zerker.
Zerker?
Mm-hmm.
Zerker gets weight?
Yep.
I didn't even notice.
Zerker I believe was the highest weighted class in the game. Which is why...
would have weight carrying. He's a freaking giant.
Which is, I believe, why... For, I think it was the first week or two... Weight was unlimited, and there's some Zerkers walking around with some astronomical weight limits. That is the teleport thing that's going to allow you to teleport from, like how you see me do to the guild banner. It'll let you do that to your own home.
Campsite.
Yeah. So in reality, it's okay. It's for people who don't have the guild manor. Is who's gonna benefit from, or the not necessarily the guild manor, but the
Sounds like I'll be making the other account the guild leader.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
Because I mean that would get us what up to? You've said you got about 4 that are active.
The fourth would be the one that's staying in the
Okay.
guild. Just the other active account.
Okay, so it's 3 actual players.
3, yeah.
Okay.
It'd be 3 in total.
Okay.
Which would be enough to at least push us into the 7 people online? 6?
That would get us 3, 6, and I mean, the more people that start getting online, the easier it is, I think, to get to recruiting. And with more people actually actively recruiting, that's gonna help, like, drive it faster. Because as soon as we can start saying we actually do certain things, it'll get easier to bring people in versus me just saying, please come in.
Yeah, because we can easily do bail. I mean, that's not an issue. I think me and you and the other one sitting next to me definitely has their characters.
Con is gonna be the hardest thing for us to do.
Con is worth it though.
Yeah, but Con. So the issue with Con is how you have to tag him with the cannons and position it.
Yep.
Is what's gonna be a pain in the ass. But I'm hoping that we can.
A handful of times.
I watch people spam it pretty quick. Like they killed it in about 5 minutes.
Oh, that's pretty easy then.
Oh yeah, Narama. Yeah, he's still around. He's not from the UK. He's from fucking New York. He's American too. But yeah, Narama. He's around every now and then. He works his ass off now. I feel bad for him. He probably was just messing with you. You took it hook, line, and sinker.
Wow. The mini games from the Rizolkas are 100 Roughtstone. Huh?
I'll take that.
I mean, good God. I'm getting 12s from Roughtstone right now.
I'll probably be selling the sap treasure piece before too long. I've been getting a shit ton of this stuff while out here sucking trees.
Yeah, I'm getting the 1 and 2s to drop actually quite often of the whatever the mining is.
Nice. You miss him? He's around occasionally. He'll pop his head in and then leave. It's normally in the evenings. I got 100 energy left.
Yeah, my guild basically consisted of family members and friends.
Okay. I mean, mine used to be retired, all retired Siege Guild people who just said, "All right, I'm too old for this shit." But now it's basically rebuilding it from the ground up.
Yeah, it'd be nice to participate. Oh, I can get the 100 the distortion response manual.
Yeah, I'll be able to grab that here.
I need to go pee. I can't even like think right now.
Then go empty the bladder. Fuck.
I hate that. Like I'm
Break
trying
the
to get
seal.
something done, and next thing you know, like
Break the
it's
seal.
like,
Get it
hey.
over with. Or piss in a bottle and get on with it.
Nah, I gotta travel far distance to go do all that dumb shit. Up some stairs, up another set of stairs, fuck all that.
Oh shit.
Is it wrong that it's colder in my house than outside?
I mean, I prefer that. You're talking to somebody who keeps it like at 65 like all year round. And when it gets lower, it does not turn the heat on. So I'm masochist when it comes to that shit.
Yeah, we keep it at 62 degrees all year long.
That's amazing.
Sometimes 68. It depends.
Well,
We're
the
usually
reason why I
62
do
for
65 is because down here in Georgia, in the Georgia heat, shit likes to get real fucking hot. And yeah, no, it's not. During the summer.
It's so hot that the heat is coming through your windows right now.
Thankfully it's in the 70s right now. But come like June, July, this is gonna be a fucking sauna in here.
I can only tell you how many times I've drove through Georgia during the fun part of Georgia times.
The swamp ass and the fucking humidity and
it's melting in the car, and don't leave anything black in the car.
Oh, my interior is black. I actually have a I have one of the car rags in my car just so I can grab my shifter.
Oof.
Because that thing is chrome, so you can imagine it's gonna be nice and warm when you go to try to grab that mid like August.
Yeah, you got one of the nice Mustang shifter nubbies.
Yep.
You didn't hear that, Cobra. You did not hear that. I'm not talking to another Mustang. It's okay. I'm sitting in my garage and there's a 65 Mustang in front of me and a 2004 Cobra to the right.
Nice.
With a 28 coupe and a 68 Firebird.
Nice.
We got it all in one little garage, in a 2-car garage, believe it or not.
That's
I'll show you here in a picture.
What are they, stacked?
No.
You've actually got them in side by side in a 2-car garage.
Fuck yeah.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah, dude. Think I'm joking?
No, I actually believe you. That's crazy.
And I drove the fucking Cobra in here.
That's wild.
You're gonna be like, nah. Wait until you
Night with Lamborghini? I mean...
Wait until you see this.
Alright, let's see this shit. Holy shit. You do have them all in there. That's insane.
It's a 2-car garage.
Clearly.
Believe it or not.
Clearly.
I have actually a back garage too.
Damn.
It's filled up with cars as well.
You might have a problem if.
Oh no, I'm not the one with the fuck problem. I just inherit the problem is the problem.
I got it.
If you see what I mean.
Yes, you're inheriting. You're inheriting the problem.
Yes, I'm like my mom. I kind of only want like a couple cars. My dad had like
all the cars.
Back in the day, all the cars. Hell, we still have fucking 40 of them.
Damn.
We live in a nice suburb, so you can only imagine the other cars that are in like the yeah, we have them spread up. They're just everywhere.
Damn.
We need to get rid of them. So if you need any cool old cars, let me know. I'll get rid of a 65 or 67 Mustang right now.
You're like, just let me, just please. I need car money. Anything.
I'd like to get rid of all all my 65s and 67s and stuff like that to get like a fastback. I want a fastback. I've got coupes, but I want a fastback.
Let me guess, you're wanting to build Eleanor.
Mm-mm.
No?
No, I want like a 66 fastback.
Okay.
Is generally what I want.
I've always thought about potentially making the mine, turn it into like a modern Eleanor at some point, but I was like, do I really want to put that kind of money into it? I was like,
A lot
no.
of scoopage.
Yes, it is.
Whole lot of scoopage. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And that generation does do it well.
Yeah, the only issue is it's got the coyote in it, and I don't know how the hood will play out for that, so...
Well, I mean, the hood on the GT500 was not scooped, necessarily. It had scoops on it, but it wasn't like they were, like, big cowl induction versions. They were just, you know, like ram airs from, like, a Trans Am type style. Like the WS6 type, you know?
Yep.
Which I have. It's ugly fucking... I have its competitor car to the
really?
WS6. Yeah, the 2004 Mustang Cobra.
Nice.
That black car that's to the
right with
all the dirtiness.
I almost bought a 2002 WS6, but I was like, the guy wanted 20 grand for it, and I'm like, ooh, shit, I only got 98 sharps during that gathering session? Huh. No, I think that's less. They may have actually nerfed this shit.
See, and that's what I was just about to say is that to me, like so far with the Rizolkas, yeah, I'm seeing the sharps come up more. But what about the others?
Yeah.
Because I don't even know how much I got. I haven't been doing it that long.
Okay, so let's find a spot for the pity pieces. Let's put those in somewhere that we can see. We'll put those in Altanova. Alright. So, that's done. Let's go to the next character. How much aggros did I burn? 20,000? Not too shabby.
He's like, let me burn it all.
Fuck yes, we are. There is no such thing as modesty here. There is no such thing as modesty here. Alright. Let's go send the horse to... So I'll end up owning 3 cars at some point. So, one will be the Course My GT that I have, and then, a M3 fully kitted out, like, every spec that you can put on it, it'll have. And then I will, when I get to, a certain threshold in income a year, I will get probably an older Murcielago or Advenador. But
there we go. I mean, right now they are at a price that is achievable.
Yeah, so once I get to that,
Mercy.
Yeah, the Murcielago is not too terrible. The Advenador is a little bit up there, especially now that you have the Huracan and the other one, the new one that's taken its place.
I wouldn't be mad about that Huracan either.
There was a guy that was just driving down the street the other day with one, and I was like, Jesus, he fucking opened that thing up, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yep, just take the bumper off and put twin turbos. I'll be happy. I want a K buy button.
You want a K buy button? Oh, nice. Oh shit! I got this fucking donkey. I need to go put up. Not gonna be one of them cars like 3 women in the back seat, one in the passenger seat wearing sunglasses. Super based.
Who said
No.
that?
Sarantino.
I don't know if they know this, but I mean, like my dad one time, he had a '76 Corvette Stingray. He had what 18 fucking women in the damn thing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Considering
He had women somehow pouring out of the damn thing, but I'll let you know right now.
Take the seat tops off. You can grab them in there if they're skinny.
Yeah. I seen it one time when I was young, and I was like, I don't know how that's possible.
I can remember my dad's 77, and I don't know how that's fucking possible. I believe it, but I'm sitting there going, holy shit balls, because dad's had a 77 Stingray.
Yeah, and and now that's the notchback too, not the bubble back.
Damn.
So you can only imagine there was even less room. I know, I actually sat in the back of both of those damn things.
I mean, there's photos of me in it, but I mean, that's decades ago. He sold that car to get us a pool in Florida when we lived there. He said he was getting too old, and I'm like, I think you're just getting too fat. But I didn't say that.
Yeah, those were the times, man. Those were the times.
No, don't touch my car, bro. I haven't fucking seen Castle. Shut the fuck up.
Half an hour in, and I've got 60 sharps.
Okay. I'm gonna check it again because I think I'm about to run that same thing again. Because like I said, Birch is like the absolute one of the worst that I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
So let's find out. Open the box of gathering goodies. We'll do a donkey buff on you.
Let me quit. Yeah, but I'm still only getting ×2 sharps anytime I do get sharps.
Okay.
How much sharps are you getting?
I will start paying attention this next go around. Give me el momento, and I will find out. Also, let me just go do my fucking farms before I stop triggering myself.
I'm surprised they didn't give a life skill book for the tome.
Well, that's because we already have the Caphras journal, and anything really more than that's going to be OP. I understand why they did and didn't do it.
You know, I've still actually have not done that journal.
It's, so, there's 3 of them, and you can only get 1 of them, but somehow people were able to get all 3 due to an exploit.
Oh.
So there's people out there running around with all 3 books: the combat, the contribution, and the life. But it's 10% life EXP, and if you start adding anything else, like gathering drop rate, I mean, which would be nice, I mean, you couldn't go super crazy with it. Like, it would have to be pretty tame and modest, because, I mean, it's pretty powerful. Bluffer needs to be bred.
Wow, I just hit 2 starlight veins in a row. Okay. Great God. A lot of energy.
Yeah, I try not to do the starlight when I'm like actually and pushing for Shit.
Yeah, I've always wondered, is that actually worth it or not? Because
Yes and
maybe you
no.
drop rough stones, but
Yes
it
and
drops
no.
again.
It's damn. Am I really about to breed this and not actually? There we go. Get multiplied. It's great when you're like trying to build the manor shit because of the special stone you get with doing it. But the
Yeah,
issue.
that's 30 whatever stone.
Yes. But for
Super
me,
times good.
I prefer putting my energy just into the raw gathering, so I will skip that event more often than not. The one I don't skip is when the golden key shit pops up, which I didn't get any so far during this. And the fact, I will say this, you probably will want a level 49 alt to go gather truffle mushrooms up in the Land of Burning Light right now. Because people are going to be wanting to grind that. Because that double minigame means quite a lot more truffles. However, I got 3 stations worth of truffles doing the farming event. So, with as much alchemy as I've got to do, I might be able to cook off another station worth without actually having to... without actually having to, whatchamacallit, go gather that shit.
Well, that's what he was saying. He's got 4 characters that are essentially relegated to being at 49.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand the purpose. Me, I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta push. I gotta push him. I don't care about being killed.
It is, so, the 2 that I have left now, are, pays to win so that I can do just about whatever I want, wherever I want. The other one was my whaling character, the Whale Sparrow.
Yeah.
So that I had access to not being griefed on top of the ship when we were doing that,
Yep.
the Carracks. So
Master 11.
so I'm down to 2, and it's the whaling character. I don't know what I'm gonna do with, since whales kind of have died off. Like, I bought the costume on her, so I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna delete her unless I just say fuck it and convert it to crons. Because it does seem like, yeah, because I'm not gonna let the suit be the only reason I hang on to it, but I need another reason besides, unless I just say that's the sailing character for level 49 and just switch my Jacqueline Sparrow to it and then nuke it and make another 63.
Yeah, my sailing character is the Corsair, of course. But I also do a lot of life skill on Under 2.
Alright, we got that, so let's go back and go suck more sap while we are gonna check real quick on how much birch that I got.
Anything else but sale? Fishing here.
Alright, let's take a quick peek at Serendia Glish. Ash Sap is now at 19,367, and Birch Sap is at 73,379. Okay, so I only need one more round of that Birch Sap, and I've technically completed that. Then Ash Sap will need a significant bit more. So we're going to go ahead and commit to that and go knock this out. So we're going to pop on the Seafood Cron Meal, the Draught, and that's it. And then the next big grind is gonna probably be, once we get the birch sap, is the ash. Probably needs to be done on Agris. Okay. Alright, so you said you're getting 1s and 2s per?
Yeah, I'm getting the 2 sharps per. Still. Even at the buffed mastery that it's giving us.
Time to sell the Bassi Belt and get my Karazad? Nice.
So master
do
one?
check the Bassi Belt sell price versus the how many essence of Dawn it gives when it's broken
Right.
down to see if it's worth more in Essence of Dawn than it is the
Sell price.
than the sell price of the Bassi Belt.
Correct.
Because
That's
some
how it worked for me. I had the pen Bassi belt for a long time, and then its price was like well below what the Essence of Dawn was worth at the time.
Yep.
So that's what I did with it. It went to the wayside.
Actually, I only need 10,000 birch sap. I'm not going to do Agris on this. We're going to save the Agris for something else.
And that's for a couple. That's for the couple thousand run that you're trying to do.
Yeah, so this is right now for, so this would be a total of 84,000 birch sap I need for this current run, the 2 runs that I'm doing. This is not counting the 3rd run added in yet. I want to complete all this, because the thing that I've really got, like, looming over my head that I'm kind of, like, not looking forward to is the Bloods. The Bloods is the part that I'm kind of like, fuck. Which is a lot of troll blood. And I can't mathematically come up with any answer that beats troll blood. Everything comes back to troll blood. The elephants aren't good enough. You can't kill enough bears fast enough. Nothing comes up with the math that beats troll blood. So I'm kind of just at, it looks like it's troll blood.
Yeah, because there's enough trolls out there to, you know.
Well, see, I would prefer to hunt it.
Yeah.
Because then you're getting the meat and the bloods. But the issue is Shadow Lions is in that category, but it doesn't mathematically work because you don't get enough of the Shadow Lion meat or the lion meat to be worth it, and you don't get enough of the bloods for it to be worth it. Having large stockpiles doesn't mean shit either. It just means a lot of wasted time doing it, and that's an unfortunate thing. Like, killing the Shadow Lions while you're over there popping deer, sure, cool, whatever.
Yeah, I only kill them because they pop on me.
Yeah, once they aggro to me, sure, I'll kill one, but I'm not going out actively hunting them to take them down. So, for me, when it comes to that category for the Tyrant's blood and just the raw blood, I'm kind of in that I'm just going to leave it at trolls because I can gather it with Agris. I can get a bunch of it, and it's not actually hard to do. It's just, I wish I could hunt it, but I can't.
Is lizard blood part of that?
Lizard blood is in its own category. It is under the Wise Man blood, which is the diamond head lizards at the northern gateway. So this field up in
Yeah, I
here.
was gonna say I would just go to the diamond head lizards over there.
Yep. No, I mean there's a shit ton of them. That's where you go for that's where you'll want to go.
In general.
Yep. That's the best spot for it.
So I figured.
Foxes, I'm gonna have to catch at let that die down because I'm sure everybody and their mother's over trying to kill foxes right now. Which is gonna be a little bit annoying. The good news is most of the saps people are gonna have their own rotations for. And there's plenty of space to do most of these. Like, 2-3 people could probably do the Balanos Mountain and you'd never know it. You might bump into each other every now and then, which is going to be kind of annoying, but you should be able to do this.
There's plenty of tree nodes to hit. There is no way that...
150 Essence of
there's not enough
Dawn.
people, man.
And what's the Bassi worth? Raw?
$150 Essence of Dawn.
Like, I hadn't actually looked at a Bassi belt in forever. Then, yeah, I think as long as the Essence of Dawn is over, what? Well, how much actually, hold on. How much actually is the Essence of Dawn right now?
Question.
Essence of Dawn. It's roughly about the same price. So you're kind of in a... Well, unfortunately, you've kind of also fucked yourself too. You may have to level some of your accessories, because didn't you start pushing one of your accessories? So you may just want... Well, you're trying to buy the Charizard, so I see what you're trying to do. Yeah, okay. You're probably in the selling range. I was gonna say, you might just want to hang on to that essence. Oh.
Yeah, that'd be a hard choice. Because if you're trying to buy your accessories, yeah, you're better off just waiting until you have at least the belt, and then switch it all over.
Well, it sounds like she's got the money if she sells the belt. I mean, my mental head math goes, well, that's just a few hours of Ethereum Castle. That's a few hours at Dark Seekers.
That's how I look at that. I'm like, well, what is it, 19 bill? Somewhere in there or something?
You'll have the money if you sell the belt.
And group chat cannot be more political every day, I swear to God.
Oh, it gets worse every day.
I know, dude.
I remember when the guy, his name was, he actually had the Donald J. Trump, and he would post all day long, and my ass was rolling. And he had a guild named Trump, it had the American flag on it, and he was posting shit all day long in Orange Chat, and I was just fucking rolling. Like, and they didn't shut him up either. He went for like 2 years talking shit.
Wow.
And he memed on it. I mean, he did the whole, we're gonna make Black Desert great again, and all this shit. And I'm just like, I mean, this was like 2017. He was doing this shit.
Funny. That shit's funny.
I mean, he didn't care. Truly. He basically showed that you can say a lot of shit in chat before the GMs will actually pay attention to you.
Correct. You aren't wrong.
Mm-hmm. mean, the question is, did he actually end up making Black Desert great again? We need answers. We need answers. Because I don't remember what he ended up renaming his character to. I knew it when he switched it. I knew it was still him. But I don't remember what it was once he switched it. Like now. It's been too long.
Yeah, it was a while back. Well, it's almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it like that, but damn.
Yeah. 10 years ago. I feel fucking old. Holy shit. I feel old.
I'm not saying nothing.
Oh shit. Fuck me. I've been gathering without accessories.
Nuh-uh.
At least on the Seraph right now. I mean, I've only burned like 150 energy, so it's not like it's a ton. I was like, that explains why I'm not getting all the shit that I was getting.
Like, dude, it sounded like you're getting what I'm getting with my shit. Like, what the hell?
What
That
the
don't sound right.
hell? There we go. This will be better. Make sure she's got all of her shit on. She's got all of her shit on now.
Hey, how much sharps did you say you got in the hour?
That 1 hour, I got 90 something sharps.
Okay. I'm not saying nothing yet.
I'm now on
Seems
round
like
2.
mining's doing okay. Seems like mining is doing pretty okay for sharps then. I'm not mad about that. I have 13 minutes left in my hour, and I've got 124 sharps.
Nice. I mean, here's why I don't care doing this. I'll get sharps while I do. I'll get sharps while I do alchemy. So this would be perfect for miracle medicine. Yes, it would be. And I will tell you that is one hellish of a few hours because you are with the energy proc of this plus that plus all the other energy shit. You're struggling to burn that energy. And it almost hard caps. Like, you have to be at some, like, stupid shit like Bear to kind of use the miraculous medicine tech.
Mm-hmm. Or at Pilgrims.
Yeah.
Where there's, like, tons of nodes.
I will probably pop one of my energy things. Now I'm glad I fucking 5-head, saved up and bought a few of the energies before the gathering event. So now the odds are it should be higher that we get the 20 proc key thing. The mellow herbal medicines.
Yeah.
I bought a few of those off the market. They just don't instantly shoot your energy back, but it is a higher energy region. So the medicine box that you're talking about is the one I told you to look at when you were doing Shuriken. Which that gives you the instant energy back.
Yeah, that would be nice for Shuriken.
This
Shuriken Knight is the fastest way to get your potion piece from there.
Yep. But where the mellow energy is more for just actually outright gathering, and you're wanting the higher tick rate while you gather.
Oof.
Which, when I go to Bear, I will end up probably popping that. It's gonna be retarded. If only you had a ginseng. You know, me too, man. You know, if only I had one more. Oh, wait, I have one more.
You shut
Because-
the front door with your milk ginseng.
Because, you know, I pre-order these things long in advance.
Yeah, that's 90 days of fun right there.
And I already got one running. That's the thing. That's my
Oh,
backup.
wow.
Yeah, no, as soon as I pop it, I pre-order the next one. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if I actually end up hitting one finally during this event with all the
So
energy.
I'd say I hope that some people actually like start hitting those more often. Hopefully.
Doing the treasure grind, I'm sure they're going to start popping more often. But I mean, if you go look at the video analytics, they sell like several a week. Like with the few pre-orders that are up on it, your odds of getting it's like about every 2 weeks.
Not bad. It's better than buying a damn value pack.
Yeah. Yeah, see, she can't
Oh,
buy it because
like
she's trying to
market.
buy gear, where I could just throw 6 bill over there and it'd be fine. I'd be like, whatever.
Oh, I was about to say I could throw it at it and not even care. 6 bill is what, 2 hours of Ethereum?
Roughly.
I mean, that's roughly what I make.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
you
all
can
those
do
ores and treasure chests, god, the amount of money I made at Ethereum is fucking ridiculous now.
You said the mill ginseng is what you do the pre-order in. Yeah,
Yep.
you have plenty of money, Dad. Just put the fucking pre-order in. You actually life skill more than I do, so you might as well put the pre-order in.
It's worth.
Yeah, I mean, he's saying it's worth it. I don't believe him.
Because here's the part that what makes this good is you're getting that 1 energy retick every on everything, and then you're also getting extra weight, and you're also getting an extra 50 energy for 90 days. Like it's 50 energy across all characters. So
All characters. Yeah.
and it's instantaneous, so they'll be max right away.
Oh god.
I believe it goes
Yeah,
right
that's
away.
pretty stupid. You got like what, 600 yourself? Or 600 plus for energy?
I'm at 628 with the ginseng. So I haven't ever really pushed to go past it because it's like I would like to see the 700 energy, but
So I'll say the only person I've seen with that much was John Law. He seems to have like 720 something, whatever it was.
that's I think the
Oh,
hard
no,
cap or
good.
whatever it is.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. He does it all.
Like I'm to the point where I base everything off of 1 hour. Like, how do I grind in 1 hour?
Yep.
And 100 extra energy is nothing. Like, I'm gonna be real.
You're not
Long
wrong.
term, it's not really that much.
But having over 500 energy is something.
Yes. Back in the day with Night Vendor, I would say yes. That would be every 50 was an extra roll. But now that Night Vendor's kind of died off and it's not really a thing, like it is a thing, but it's not something you actively pursue anymore because it's not really worth. Like, you're not trying to get your boss gear anymore. You're not trying to get a new Kazarka or the new Dandelion or whatever flavor of the month shit you're trying to get. Like, those days are long and gone. So, for me,
Yeah.
energy now
I'm not
needs to be...
mad 'cause- Sorry.
Energy just needs to be based off of how long do you grind an hour. And if it's the more energy you need, the less characters you have. When you have 43 characters, you don't need 700 energy.
No. No, that's what I was saying. Like, to me, like, I would think like 500 is just enough, and if you have more characters, then you'll be alright. You just switch your gear to another character and it'll be fine.
Pretty much. And I mean, even if you burn it in 40 minutes, as long as you're getting good value and you're getting good return on your investment, like you're actually getting, you're not just going out and you're getting like 50 sap, you know, or, you know, stupid shit.
For the hour, yeah.
Yeah, you know, as long as you're getting a good return on your investment, any energy spent is worth it. Now, just letting it sit stagnant, bad investment. Letting it sit, like, at least get it siphoned off and turn it into an energy pot. At the bare minimum, siphon it into an energy pot so you can use it later. But I'm running a Kamasilv Blessing and the Ginseng, so I mean, I've got a pretty high energy tick, and I can get it higher with furniture and the foods, so...
Yeah, there's a couple of foods you could definitely use, and then the tent buff also gives you something.
Yep. It's a another one on that as well.
And if you have any one of those GM buffs still laying around.
I have plenty of them. I still got like 30 GM3s, about 50 GM2s, and a bunch of GM1s.
I know that the GM1s give you a +1. I don't know about the other two. I can't remember what the fuck they give.
GM Blessing 1 is 1 energy, GM Blessing 2 is 1 energy, GM Blessing 3 is 1 energy. It's only the item drop rate, combat EXP, and life EXP that go up. So... Divine Blessing of Life, GM buffs, Fugars, Metro. Yeah, see, now I don't really use the Fug. I don't use any of the 10-hour buffs if I can avoid using those. Because I feel like those need to be used for rare certain occasions that you're going to get the full value out of it. And I feel like with your main and your, like, alt, your main, like, other alt character you're grinding out, like, I couldn't pop those on the Guardian or the Seraph and feel good about it. Unless I'm going to be doing a full, you know, 10 hours of alchemy or 10 hours of, you know, whatever it is. But I'm never going to get that full 10 hours unless I'm doing alchemy. So it's like some of those buffs are that. Or I'll pop it on my trader because I know I'm going to get the 10 hours on trade. Speaking of trade, we'll end up, I think I just... Yeah, it just showed up. We will hold off on actually turning it in. Because I'm in no rush until I need the silver to buy the whatchamacallit? The thing. Fucking A. Brain not braining. Let's see here. Open Heidel. Glish. There we go. Spellbound Catalyst. Until I need to spend another 24 billion on those, I'm not gonna buy it.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking expensive. That's where one of the biggest money sinks sits with the alchemy is buying spellbound catalysts. It's $1 million per catalyst.
The harmony drugs?
Yes.
And that's the one thing you actually have to buy. You can't make.
Correct. It is a literal vendor from the. It's a vendor item from the Old Moon vendor.
Motherfuckers. How much is it?
$1 million a piece.
I guess that's not so bad. How much does it take to make one? Harmony.
So 10 harmony drops is 10 of the things. So.
Oh. Okay. That's not terrible then, I guess.
You'll need 21,000 roughly to make a full station of every draught, and then you need another 3,000 to combine all of them.
Good God.
So, or to level them up, I should say, to the human, demi-human, whatever. Personally, when I look at this, it's the low cost, but because of how multiplicative it is, you don't really think twice about it. That 24 bill is a drop in the hat.
It really is. It really sadly is.
So, like, the rough head math on it is you're gonna make about, let's see here, about 4,200 times, what's the current Adania going for? Let's just use that. 27.1. That is 113 billion minus 24 billion. It's 89 million net in your pocket without spending anything, but you're gonna have to have the with buying the traces, you'll still be net 65-70 billion on that run. So it just takes time and a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of gathering time. Whole lot of gathering time.
And you also have to remember, for every hour you're out gathering, you're also making money. So, you know, the average gathering session should be somewhere around 1.5 to 2 billion.
Depending on what you're gathering, though, right?
No, period. Just the average gather. Between gathering and hunting, you'll be always making between 1.5 and 2 billion.
Oh, well, yeah, you know, I don't doubt that with hunting, just because of how much shit it drops.
Well, I'm talking actually in the value of just everything you do with gathering and hunting. Like, it's not like they're like sniping. Obviously, you can make more money because it's going to give you more black gem fragments. But when you take into the account everything you're doing, it's all about 1.5 to 2 bill. Even doing truffle mushrooms is like 1 billion in raw truffles. But then you got to think, okay, well, I'm only making 1 billion silver an hour. But you got to think, okay, well, how many truffles do you gather? Well, so if you do a good average run, you're probably going to be sitting at around 6,000 truffles. Okay, well, so 6,000 truffles, I think, is divided by, what is it? How many is it?
However much it takes to make
divided by 3 times 3.25. You're going to be getting 6,500 greens elixirs just off those truffles alone. Not counting the blues, which will give you 9/10 of that. So you'll be sitting around 600-ish blues. So, puts you up to 1385. Nice, you're almost there. So that multiplies even further, which is why things constantly keep leapfrogging, because as those values explode when you keep
Isn't that almost Dark Seekers? What the person just said?
Yeah, she's I was trying to talk to her about dropping her Perfume of Courage. Like, what did she need to get to being able to just stop using Perfumes of Courage at Dark Seekers? So that she could save on the stop having to worry about grinding Rasholka. Till she needed, or to save her stuff to be able to grind, like, Etherean when she gets there, like, to get into Etherean while she works on getting the next step up, or more. But I mean, she's got a ways to go before she clears into Ethereum at this point.
Yeah, it looks like it. Judging by that number.
Because 1490 is the hard cap for Dark Seekers.
Yeah, she's a couple of upgrades away.
It's the full Karazods and getting the crystals put in is what she's missing with the cups. Because you gotta remember, most of her cups are fucking protection. They're not. Her cups are terrible. They're not the damaged ones.
So yeah, even so, if she goes to Karazad, like it's gonna be massive.
Yes.
Found a trace of something buried. Sweet.
Lucky
Two of
son of a
them.
bitch.
I'll take 2 of them. 22 and 21 sharps.
Easy.
Okay, and we got 1 more minute in the hour, it looks like. Well, I can't count those. I don't think I should count that. In the
I count
sharps.
those. I do. If you pop a golden key, they're worth it.
Oh yeah, no, I got like 40 of them on me.
Yeah, then it's as long as you're using golden keys, they get counted into the
Sharp
into the
per hour.
profits.
Okay. Well, you may not like the number, but it's just gonna be a goated number, I guess.
We take those. Because my 3 bill an hour truffle, I promise, or 3 bill an hour at sheep is counting the 20 props I hit on it. We don't shy away.
We went about a minute, about 2 minutes past the circle time, so we'll be all right. All right. Let's see what that real sharp time. So now,
Yeah, that neck is gonna murder you, by the way. Unless you get lucky. So what'd
Yep.
you end up with?
223 sharps for the hour,
Nice.
and 864 the breaths in the
Okay.
hour, and 889 oral in the hour.
Nice.
So just a few of those hours is another 100 potions. And I do not need them no more for a while.
Yeah, I'm not gonna need draughts for not draughts, but
Perfumes. for a
perfumes.
minute.
Yeah. Until I get because I gotta debate where I'm going into Orbita. At what point?
Yep. Yeah, because you could think, yes, you could do it at the level I did, and yes, you can, do this and do that. But the question is do you want to be more efficient, or do you just want to go out there to get the stone? Because getting the stone is more important than trying to be efficient in that area. But if you go for efficiency in that area,
Well, right
it
now
seems
I'm
like
like
that area is
taking.
great for you.
I would be taking a al dente pasta and bitch slapping him with it right now. So I have at least 2 accessories before I can think about doing it. So
That's true, unless you bump up your sovereigns.
I'm not going to touch the sovereigns. It's a poor investment financially.
It is.
When you go count because you have to count the sovereigns as if they're going to be hard pitied, and they're 35 clicks at 15 or 1400 per click. I can be buying 2 rings at that point, guaranteed, and it's more important that I get my rings than that.
Sure. Oh yeah, no, that is true.
I mean, DSR isn't really newbie. Like, it's
No.
good money. You're making like 2 million.
It's essentially almost end game. Like it's basically like you're
What?
like one step away from end game, basically.
Oh, I think Katz was talking about you living in London or some shit like that. I think that's what you're talking about. He was hanging out in here. He came and said hi. That's what I thought, but he was under the assumption you said that, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, we hung out with several people from the UK, so I'm like, he's secretly a tea drinker? Hardly. That man has literally Frank's hot sauce in his blood. He is the definition, the prime example of what New York's all about. Yeah, it had to have been. That's what I'm saying. It had to have been Asuna. Either that or Pigeon, because Pigeon was over in Ireland. But I was like, it's totally not you. But okay. I miss Pigeon. Same. He was a cool dude. One of the early guild members for us. And just a cool guy to hang out with. Funny as shit. Yeah, same.
Okay, so it looks like I've gained 132 the Moonlight Vein stuff in the hour. How much of that petty piece did you get in the hour?
Like 80.
Of the 80?
Like 80-ish, and I don't know where I'm at on this hour.
I mean, I'll have enough. I'll have the freaking whatever that stone is in, I guess, less than 10 hours at that rate.
Yeah.
For 130.
Like, I'm not... Lumbering a Ferrari? Yeah, I don't give a shit. I could honestly sell it. Once they get to max price, I could honestly sell it. I wouldn't give a shit.
Same.
What's that?
I'm not...
It's things that you're supposed to drink to be proper. It's also what we poured into the bay to fuck on the UK people. Good times.
Hey, we took pride in that.
Yeah, we did. We dumped that shit. We dumped that shit in there and...
do it again for jokes.
I don't think they're going to take it as a joke this time. Because they saw what happened last time. There's a precedent this time. You gotta remember. They're gonna go, oh fuck no, we know where this is going. I've seen this story before. Oh shit. I know how this story ends. Fuck your tea. The British are coming. The British are coming.
The worst part is, like, Americans drink a lot of tea, too.
Yeah, we do.
Especially in the South.
God, yes. Liquid diabetes.
Oh, yeah. I love me some sweet Southern tea.
We drink more coffee. Yeah, we can take away their coffee, take away their Starbucks. How would they survive then? All the white women are gonna be like, no, not my coffee! Do whatever it takes, give it back!
Yeah, Americans can't go without their coffee, though.
Gear up the red coats, large fur hats.
Nah, next we need to get rid of their beans on toast. That's what we need to do.
Beans on toast? I mean, that doesn't sound terrible. Depends on what type of bean it is.
I don't know. They just use the Heinz 57, just normal canned beans, I guess.
What?
Like pork beans or some shit.
I mean,
like, to me, like, I don't know how they eat that in the morning, personally.
It's baked beans on toast? Like, I mean, like a good, like, toasted toast? Or are we talking, like, saturated buttered toasts? Like, I need details.
Just, like, freaking bread. Like, bread toasted.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think of it and I'm like, I can't think of anything that we have that has like no.
All right, now I'm gonna have to go try this at some point. Beans on toast. I'm thinking because in my mind I'm just thinking, okay, go to a barbecue restaurant, take some barbecued baked beans, put it on the Texas toast, and eat that. But then I also have to remember that I don't eat fucking bread anymore, so I can't try that.
Yeah, I don't really eat bread either anymore. Yeah, it's not barbecue baked beans. It's not that pork beans. It's not none of that, you know.
Yeah, I'd eat the shit out of that. That looks... I'd eat it. I need bread for the three of us. Is that in pizza or in sandwiches? I think I know the answer, and it's just gonna be yes. Why not both? See, there we go. Both is good. Oh. I tell you what, though, I have been craving pizza, like a real good Italian pizza again. Oh. I'm gonna go to Italy and just go eat it, because then it's actually fine.
See, I'm near where they actually make pizzas.
That's dangerous.
It's arguably that the area that I'm at, man, we have a mixture of Chicago and Detroit pizzas. So you can only imagine the type of Italian eatery we got.
Mm-hmm. If you ever visit, you'll end up trying about 7 different types of cheese and pepperoni, all different. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that area is fucking wild for... I mean, you showed me, because it was that one guy, what was his name? The pizza reviewing guy. Fuck.
Dave Portnoy?
Yes. He was showing me some videos of some of the pizzas from around where he lives, and it's fucking nuts.
Where at?
I'm not gonna completely doss him, but it's New York stuff.
Oh yeah. New York's got good pizza. I mean, I'm not a big fan of thin pizza, but they got good pizza.
The Not Mob Front place, that's a great one. He's like afraid of his life. Oh shit! I wonder if he's done the Antico's pizza down here. Shit. I'm actually curious to see what he thinks of it. I'm gonna have to look and see if he's done that one.
Wouldn't surprise me if he has done it, man. He's done a lot of them.
Cause like Giovanni does, like, he has his own tomato orchard and gets that shit. All ingredients are imported from Italy. Like, nothing is bought here in the US.
Yeah, that's how a lot of the Italians do it. They tend to import a lot of their stuff.
The last I heard, he imports his water to make the dough.
That's pretty messed up. You don't need to do all that.
He believes that the water from the area, I think wherever he was from, is part of the secret. So he has the water imported. I'm like, bruh.
No, it's his important ingredients.
Yeah.
As long as it's fresh.
It's honestly, I'll tell you the real secret. It is the tomatoes he gets. It's
yeah.
Though because it's from his orchard, there's nothing like them. And I've tried just about every brand of those tomatoes you can find. I can't. No, there's none. You cannot.
That's like trying to deal with that whole sriracha deal.
Yeah.
How sriracha got fucked up. It's the same thing. But yeah, them Italian plum tomatoes they're peak. Or those Marzan tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, never mind. I had some. They all gone.
I stored them for a while, but I've been eating out so much that I haven't bought any.
Yeah, my family used to run an Italian restaurant, so yeah.
All right, so now what you're saying is you had connections to the mob. Got it.
I did say that before, but I'm not gonna say my last name, but however, my great grandfather, the only picture I've seen of him was a picture of the Great Depression.
Mm-hmm.
He was wearing this the fucked up part. He was wearing a 3-piece suit.
I mean, they all did back then too, to be fair. Before we became heathens and started wearing hoodies and pajama pants.
During the Great Depression, though, he was wearing like a full 3-piece suit.
They
like,
all
looking fancy.
I mean, okay, I kind of get what you're saying now. They didn't look run down.
No, he definitely didn't look run down. And the worst part is that he actually worked at the Chicago Railroad.
Mm-hmm.
He was the guy. He was the guy that, if you look it up, he was the first one to weld aluminum, or to show the world that aluminum could be welded.
That's cool.
At the Chicago World Fair. But yeah, the only picture I've seen of him, he was standing next to, wait for it, Al Capone, smoking a fucking cigarette and smiling in the Great Depression in that picture.
Yeah, you're one of them. Got it.
I know that my family, like the last funeral I went to, there was definitely the good old boys there. I was like, oh my God, who are these people, Pops? He's like, yeah, you don't mess with them guys. If you see, they might have a pistol on them. And
probably more than a pistol.
Or the old guys over there did.
I'm sure it's more than a pistol. They're packing some serious heat.
Yeah, they usually did. I didn't really care. I mean, they'd close out like, for us, like whenever we came in, like they'd close down the whole restaurant and have us just eat at the restaurant, closed out.
Wow. True family style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my family's from Chicago, man. The north side. That's where the money is.
I had a few clients that were from Chicago. Oh my God. The stories of music that they told is fucking wild.
Yeah, music's pretty good out there too.
Like,
a lot of good bands.
I mean, he grew up in the slums, or the projects, and talked about the blues and the jazz out there. He says it was some crazy shit back then.
Mm-hmm.
And just all the people he met over the years is also nuts. From Zeppelin, AC/DC, Iron Maiden, all Foreigner, all of them.
I can tell you that I've gotten physically lost in the south side of Chicago like 3 times.
That is a place I have never been. I've never been to Chicago.
Well, I can tell you that the amount of deaths that they say that happens in Chicago, you might as well times that by like 10.
I would assume so. I figured we're getting lied to.
They really don't report the amount of deaths that happen there. Like, I physically have seen people getting fucked up in alleyways just driving through Chicago.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. You lived there for a year, loved it. Insufficient energy.
Cool, though.
Right.
And it depends on where you're at, Because in a lot of cases, you may not ever see anything.
Yeah, so this hour I only got 43 sharps. But I got 1,070 fairies breaths.
Holy. Yeah, see, the sharps, that doesn't make any sense if it's times 500% or whatever.
Doing saps wasn't that high. It was only like 100 and something percent.
For the sharps?
Because the politician ex-mobsters blow a lot of hot air. Oh. I'll have to go look at the patch notes, and we'll see what the sapping was.
Yeah, the mob still definitely run Chicago to this day. It wouldn't surprise me one little bit. They're more enterprised now.
They're a little more legit.
Yeah, they don't really do the whole killing thing anymore.
Ooh.
They let the small time gangsters deal with it.
I still not.
But
gonna
the
fuck
messed
with
up part is that every now and then we still get people floating down the river in barrels
That's fucked up.
in many pieces.
All right.
And by the way, they are usually Chicago people.
I wouldn't doubt it. 86, 802. That's now done. Ash sap is 24540. Okay, so we definitely need to do an Agris run on Ash. And Pine is now 134. All right, so I need another full hour of Pine. That's fine. So Birch is done. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it green for the moment. Okay. So let's do one more hour of gathering.
Man, I am not ready to redo everything on goddamn Star Citizen. Son of a bitch.
All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and burn your energy.
I'm thinking about doing a sailing run.
Doing your sailies?
Yeah. What? Whoa. Oh, man.
Did I full send the weight? No, I haven't.
Oh, the sadness. The grindage is gonna have to recommence on Star Citizen. Oh, man. The sadness. All my ships. Well, guess we're now only converting this stuff into... Okay, so what do you think we should convert the stuff into, the new Fairy's Breath? Nature, Trace of Nature?
Hang on to it for right now.
Do anything else?
Because I'm still on the mathematical side of this, of I don't know if it's valuable enough to end up taking the EXP, if it's gonna be the fruit or the traces, because the traces are much harder to get than the fruits. That's the downside to those. So
Yeah, but times you only get one trace of nature for.
yes, but that's the difference. It's all, you got to think it's all relative when you're looking at it's all relative when you're looking at it from the standpoint of it's all supposed to be balanced around the same mathematical price per fairy thing, but it's what is actually more valuable to you. Right now, it's looking like the EXP and contribution may be better. I am also debating the wild herbs, because I want to really break it down to what has the best financial impact.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like that's where we're stuck at.
Because it used to be just a clear answer of if you were below 500 contribution, it was you wanted the EXP. If you were above 500 contribution, you want the sharps. Because you were gathering so many sharps per hour anyway. Like, it was... Why? Like, yeah, you could add to it, but you were getting so many, it helped you get more contribution to get other things, so...
Yeah, that's the other thing is, like, at the point right now, almost just seems like it's better to just try to get the contribution out of it.
And that may end up being what's needed, you know? Like, for me, I'm gonna hold on to mine for a while in case they buff it. Because right now I'm feeling like sharps are nerfed compared to where things were. But we can't do any math on any of this shit until the double minigame goes away. That's one of the issues. So, like, right now, I'm just balls deep into the actual materials themselves. And we'll see what ends up happening. Gathering got super buffed. I wouldn't say it's super buffed.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean...
That seems...
but...
So here's the issue. You're looking at this through the lens of the double minigame event, and that isn't mathematically how this is working out. So I'm trying to look at what am I getting with minigames, what am I looking at getting without minigames. The statistics of what actually is of what we actually got is not it's nerfed compared to what it was on Global Labs. So people who are still reciting the Global Labs numbers need to stop parroting old information. So I'll try to read this as I do my shit. So the common drop, which is the Trace of Nature, has now been buffed from 1 to 2, being the guarantee now. Hoe Gathering. So this would be doing like your herbs at Bear Riverhead. They're now dropping shards have been increased. Sharps have been increased 363%. Everything else is mildly increased. That will take it, but it's not really. We're more worried about the sharp economy than anything. Lumbering. So lumbering would be chopping for logs, trying to get your standardized logs for standardized timber squares and stuff like that. Sharps were increased 514% for them. Fluid collecting. So what I am doing right now, which is sapping, is 283% increase from what it originally was. They also did, I will say that the nice increase here is that they did increase the old, the Monk's Branch and the Tree Bark up 26%, so that's nice. All right, mining is one that got a pretty hefty rework in terms of what it was dropped. Mining, sharps was increased 439%. However, what you need to know is Roughstone was increased 1 to 2 now on the Rashulka Coral, and the Rashulka Coral has also been increased by 23%, which is why everybody and their mothers over there fucking smacking that shit today.
I did not see anybody over there myself, but yeah, it is a noticeable increase on my mastery of.
So now let's move to butchering. Sharps were increased by 434% for butchering. Collecting blood for sheep, specifically, because sheep are always the lesser entity, is up 500%. Sheep blood collecting for any other animal is up 166%. Sheep were because sheep were so plentiful that you could get it, but animals only got an increase of 166%. Tanning got a increase of 547%. Which this is the biggest nerf. This was actually increased on Global Labs to 1300%. This was the one that got hit the hardest. And then Tanning Navarre Steppe is also 547%. So the Fairy Breath Exchange to me is significantly worse than what it used to be. Yeah. The 30 Wild Grass seems to be wants to be the go-getter here, because for every 10 you're getting 3, or 3 times what you're spending. And Wild Grass is one of those things that you need a shit ton of for alchemy. But then you look at the logs, now you're getting it at a 2-to-1 exchange. So for every 20 logs, you're spending 10 of the breaths. This wants to seem good, but I would rather go gather my logs. Rough Stone, I would rather go gather my Rough Stone than spend it on that at a 12-to-1. Now, Fruit of Nature and Trace of Nature are 1-to-1 for 1 for every 10. This is where I'm kind of hung up at. So a Trace of Nature is worth
300?
Yes, roughly. So you're basically saying every 10 of these things is worth 300. Or 300,000 silver.
Yeah, that's basically what it's trying to say.
But the sharps used to make them worth so much more. So this seems like a nerf. Because you would get 2 sharps for every 10, I believe is what it was. So you were getting 12 mil for... So, okay. So 1 Trace of Nature, they've basically devalued it. But what I think they're trying to do, and this is the part we have to look at, is they devalued it, but they've increased the amount you get. So you're now gathering more per hour than you were originally. And this is where I'm trying to go, okay, so if we're getting more per hour now, but we can't tell because the double mini games here, which fucking this up royally, which I'm not mad about, but it's like for mathematical purposes of, hey, do we need to report that this is worse or better? We don't get to do that right now because the mini game is messing up those numbers. So we can't actually deeply test because we're getting 2 mini games. Spirit Bomb! Fuck you. So... I can't say that we got buffed in Gathering.
Yeah, I was just about to say, to me, it's not necessarily feeling like a buff right now.
I think we're in the middle of, it's either we moved where the money is. If
so it's not, we moved to a corner and bumfucked and you got pretty mouth.
I'm thinking it's more of, we have moved the silver around. We're now gonna put more sharps into the economy. We're gonna make this stuff worth more, but we're gonna devalue. We're gonna inflate it basically. The fairies' breaths are gonna get inflated to now make it to where are we getting 12 mil worth of these fairy breaths now much more often than we were with the sharps being in the economy. And the only way I can tell is to go put this against my old gathering data, because I'm one of the people who actually tracked my gathering data on Garmoth.
Right.
So I have the numbers to look at and say this is, but I can't do that right now when I'm literally getting twice the amount of mini games, because that drastically increases it. But you can argue. Go ahead.
It really does mess with your numbers, because right now you're really not going to be able to know until the 2 weeks are up.
So, but here is the counter argument to it. But you're only spending your energy, right? Sure. But it's, what is a mini game? A mini game is 10
energy.
It is 10 energy spent in one gather. Now, here's why we can't count it. This is where the hang-up is. What does the hedgehog proc?
1.
No, it's what does the hedgehog proc? It's in that thing. What was the hedgehog proc? So if you get the hedgehog proc on whatever it was, that becomes the 20x, the 10x gather now. So that's what's messing it up, is because you're getting that mini game more often where you weren't supposed to be getting it. So it makes it to where, yes, you're technically still spending the same amount of energy. Yes, you're still technically getting it, but when you hit that mini game, you're now getting stuff more often than what you were, so now you're getting inflated weird numbers.
Right.
In 2 weeks of gathering after this, we'll have plenty of data to go, okay, this is where things really lie. But for right now, I would not go out saying we're getting buffed. We're in a
weird.
We're in an event right now. We'll figure it out in 2 weeks. So enjoy the event, whether you're getting more or less. But in 2 weeks, that's when the argument begins with Pearl Abyss of, is this an actual nerf or buff? And right now, I think it was more of I almost think it's a sideways grind. We might be slightly better in some areas. Yes, certain parts got buffed, but I don't think it's a universal, grand, massive buff. Because what was taken away. Because there was give and take here.
Yeah, there was something taken away. And the major thing to me, of course, is going to be the sharps. Even if that was a small thing, to me, it's still a big thing.
Yes. So we'll see. I'm not going to overhype it. I'm not going to try to undersell it. I'm going to try to look at it for what it actually is right now, which is there's a mini game going on, a mini game event, which is I've been asking for weeks. And they have done some gathering changes. So we're going to just take it for a grain of salt. Go forth, gather my ass off, spend my energy where it needs to be, and in 2 weeks we'll do the math if they actually fucked up or not. Because I can't do that now. I want to do it on an actual even playing field of, this is what I gathered prior, this is what I'm gathering now.
Right. Agree.
And I have receipts to show it, so that's the difference. People can't say, oh, well, you don't really know. Yes, I have plenty of Garmoth data for that. Every spot...
Plenty of actual recorded data.
Yep. So, I have every spot that I grind at recorded. So we have some sort of benchmark to say...
And you're doing the post on as a video as well, so it's not like they could be like, well, your numbers were this. No, motherfucker, my shit's posted as a video too.
Yep.
So unlike a lot of the people who I hate to say it, but I still think there's numbers, just a lot of fibbing on Garmoth, but you know, there's some true numbers in there.
Well,
know?
Garmoth is also the one place that doesn't track actively life skill data. It's only personal. It's only personal. Like, you can't go see what the global grinds are for any life skills. That's personal data.
Yeah, and I would say that's goofy.
Well, it's because you got to think, the amount of people that are actually tracking that data is far less. Everybody wants to use it because they want to see what their drop rates are for whatever grind spot, but they don't give a fuck about what they get when they go out and chop logs, because everybody's energy is different. And so what I'm going to gather in an hour is going to be different than what you're going to gather in an hour, from what Saranthea is going to gather in an hour, from the brand new players that are just joining are going to gather in an hour. They're not even going to gather an hour.
Even if we're matching the same gear, like, it's still going to show up as different probabilities.
Yeah, because of the RNG of it, too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing Agris grinding. That's not something the average meathead's gonna do, because they're gonna think, I need to go spend my Agris at grinding said spot. What they don't realize is that I can go burn my Agris doing gathering and make far more money.
It makes sense. Okay, so I just made 6 and 6 of life crystals and vital crystals.
Nice.
So now I just need a whole bunch of the essence of Erder.
Good luck.
Oh, that's the easy part.
Now it is, because now sharps are on the market, or magical shards are on the market.
Well, the only thing that would hold me back throughout all of it would be the coral, and in reality, I can get what I need kind of quickly.
Yeah.
So 6. I just need 6 of these bad mammy jammies. Okay, 6. Good God, I can only make. What? Do I have magical birds? Did it burn them? 200. I can make 2.
So far, the highest person I saw to get chests was 500 chests. Like,
wow.
Yeah. And blue
I would
chat.
have been jumping for joy. I should have did more hours.
That's kind of why I went there right at the end and did those couple, like, Hail Mary 3-hour runs, because I was like, if all this is retroactive, I'm gonna get a few extra.
I think actually it was based on certain areas, because Aetherian, I think, dropped more.
No, it was only Jade Starlight and Star's End were the only two places.
I mean, like, it must have calculated more for those. Either that, or I just simply didn't do enough hours, which is still shocking to me.
It may be the hours.
Huh?
I said it may be the hours, because I put 22 hours in at Aetherian while that event was up, alone.
I honestly don't know how much hours I put in.
Because I put 5 in, so I did 22 at Aetherian, I think, is what it was, or somewhere up in there. Then there was 5 hours at Niflheim. I put in about 10 at Darkseekers. And then 2 hours, I think, at whatchamacallit? Crypt.
Yeah, so that makes sense. You did a little bit more poundage.
Yeah, because I mean, that's one of the reasons why I wasn't really that's why I wasn't really wanting to do life skills during that 2 week, because I was looking at it as, okay, I'm getting cron boxes, I'm getting rough stone, I'm getting sharps, all while I'm gathering or while I'm killing stuff. I think this is mathematically coming out better, because now I'm getting liquid silver for the moment. I'm getting liquid silver, plus I'm progressing my character in level. I am actually getting to do something different that's not this, which is the normal grind. This is just an average Tuesday for me. Like, this is nothing normal or abnormal. More people would probably come up and go, wait, why the fuck are you grinding? You make so much more not. I'm like, yes, that's true. But there comes a point in time where you don't want to do that. And you wanna just go do something else and fuck off for a while.
Right. Yeah, because you gotta split up the monotony.
Or you will go mad and you will quit. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I do everything. I mean, yeah, sure, I don't go to the extreme of like what you're doing, but yeah, I still do everything.
Mm-hmm. But I know when it comes time to turn on the gas to make money, this is where I'm gonna be. You're not gonna see me go, okay, I need to make 200 billion silver, so that means I need to grind 100 hours.
100 hours, yeah.
You're not gonna see me do that.
100 hours, nothing special drop, just 100 hours.
And that's how some people think. They'll go do it. And I'm gonna go, okay, I'm gonna spend 45 hours and I'm gonna make double that.
Essence of murder select.
So
yay, now we got 2 more full crystals.
very nice.
Sweet.
I think at some point I'm gonna go get real bougie and everybody's gonna get a Kazarka, or every class is gonna get a Kazarka and a Dandelion and a Kudum. And they're all gonna have the Karanda heart on it, so I get almost all my crystals. But that's gonna be a very bougie long-term goal.
Yeah, I was about to say the bougie goal with just making sure that all the classes have, yeah, their Zarkas and their Dandies, and just have it pen and...
No, I'm not gonna go
making
pen,
sure
just
you
plus 7s, because, I mean, I'm never gonna fucking... It's just so that they have their utility of the
heart, yeah.
Yeah. Because Garmoth hearts, I'm not gonna chase that. Until they start dropping, like, candy, which... And, like, when they get to the point where they're 4... Which min price, by the way, on a Garmoth heart is 4 mil. Or 4 bill. Just in case anybody's actually quasi-curious. The min price is 4 bill. And when they get like that, like they were on console, then I will... then I'll consider, you know, popping them out and start popping Garmoth hearts into my shit. But... that day's long far away, according to North America's standards. Which blows my mind how we're still the only region to not be sitting on the market with those things. After as many that have been pumped into the game artificially, by the devs, have artificially pumped it in, they still can't get it to where the deficit has tilted.
Nope, because there's more players on NA, and NA is South America and North America.
Nope. South America has its own server.
So, you know, it's kind of a problem like that.
But I mean, but here's the thing though. North America's got players from EU, the Kiwis across the pond. We get some of the South Americans come here. So I mean, it's definitely... This is going to be a more populated server than some, but it doesn't mean that the others aren't populated and being used.
Yeah, and that's another crazy thing is you would think that, you know, with all the players in EU and the other regions, like, they would need the things just as bad as we do.
Nope,
as far as
because of all their economies. That's the difference. You know,
But since they're such heavy life skillers in EU, they're not necessarily heavy grinders in EU.
yes, they are. They will grind, but that's the thing. They personally go get it. They don't go buy it because they can't get their money has to be spent much more wisely.
That's true.
So they use it for very certain things. And like when you go look at the economies like on Garmoth and stuff like that or BDO Analytics, they're drastically different. And yeah, there's certain things that we all have in common, but everything that's balanced is based off of Korea, and none of us play like Korea.
No.
And that's one of the things that grinds my gears is after 10 years, y'all haven't figured that shit out, that you need to stop balancing the game around what Korea does. You have to look at the region and go, okay, how is North America performing? Okay, we're going to balance certain drops around North America. How is EU going? Okay, well, they are flooded. We need to get them more out grinding, spending money. We need to get them the economy stimulated. So they need to dry up certain markets to make it harder for some of those items to be made and gotten so that they can actually liquidate their markets. Because when I tell some of my EU friends, like, what some of the prices of some of the shit is here, they're like, what? How? That's impossible. And, like, it's literally sitting on the market, or it's,
Unobtainium.
Yep. It's sitting to pre-order with 5,000 pre-orders on it. And then you go over there and it's like, oh, hey, you want to go buy this material? Nope, there's 500 million of it sitting on the market. They can't liquidate it. It's sitting all at mint price. So there's a little bit of that needs to be balanced out, I think, long term. But
yeah, I agree with that.
That's too much work for them. Because that means these teams have to come up with new calculations for every region, which where I think it would be is get a small team that works on each region exclusively to do just those types of weekly balances, like a couple people, and that's their job, is to maintain each region's markets to balance it to be what they want it to be.
And do events around those things, yeah.
Yes, so that it's not just, okay, here's what Korea needs, because that's how we get flooded markets for no reasons, because it's what Korea needs.
Yeah, and the Korean players is, what, less than the NA?
Absolutely. It's the third lowest server of them all.
Hey.
Yeah.
And also, we also pay their fucking pockets.
Yes. North America is the breadwinner. With hands down, and they admit it, North America is the breadwinner.
There's no question about it. We have free money. What do you want us to do?
We outspend the Koreans, I think, 2 or 3 to 1. I think is what the statistic last I saw.
Yeah.
Like, and you'd have to combine EU, South America, and Korea to spend what North America spends. So
that's a huge.
Kiss her ass and kiss her ass.
Yeah, kiss her ass.
So
they need to cater to us a little bit more as far as that's concerned, or at least do events based in our servers, not just on what's happening in Korea, like you're saying.
Yes.
Because it makes no sense. Like, you know, we have a lot more people willing to spend money here who just don't care.
And that's the thing that these other regions can't fathom. They're like, how do you get so many pearl box? Like, being able to get the crons off the market. Like, they're sitting there going, vendor crons is the only life they have. And they're like, how do you buy these costumes and the pearl items or the value packs? And I'm like, well, it's
easy.
I mean, I've only gotten one value pack in 9 years, so I just stopped pre-ordering it because it was. I just said, you know what? If I'm going to spend on Black Desert, go ahead.
I've gotten 3, but my last one, it sat on the market for like 6 months, so I said, screw it, I'm taking it off.
Yeah, for me, it's I said if I'm spending on Black Desert, it's the value pack bundles, where they do the blessing of all 3. When they do events, I will buy them. So normally when they do the 90-day
ones.
When they do the 90-day, where it's the combination of all 3, I'll buy it the 90-day or the 180s, and I won't spend really anything else unless it's on those. But I still have over a year of all of them on my account to pop, so it'll be quite a while before I actually use them.
Run out.
Yeah. Like, at the end of summer, I might consider buying one of the 180s if they do sell it again. Because I'm expecting that they're going to do the double, they're about to do another double event. So I'll probably pick up a Scroll of Equilibrium just as a backup. And, because I did burn the only one I actually had. And
I still have all mine.
I will get one of the 180 packs if they sell that. So all right. So we're getting too fat to keep going. So we're going to call it on this and check. So I've only gotten 18 sharps, but I've gotten 500 of the Fairy's Breath. So sharps are definitely lower than what they were, because I was getting more than that.
From the Resorco Coral, I have to say it's the opposite.
Yeah, they're definitely, and I think it's a give and take. I think it's going to be give and take depending on what you're doing.
Didn't they say Bloods was... I thought originally Bloods was how you got a lot of sharps, right?
I don't remember which one I actually ended. I went through so much of everything.
Well, good thing you have the data down.
Yep. I'll have to go back and check.
I know it's asking a lot, but honestly, it's a stupid fucking question. Because some of these things I could have sworn was way better.
Okay, Foxblood. So like, ignoring the sharps I got on the, let me find the golden key runs. Okay, so minus the 21 chest run where I made 2.4 billion in 1 hour. And I got 481 sharps in that hour. I got 150, 90, and 143 gathering alone at Foxblood.
Okay. That was before the update?
Yes, that's the old update. Ashsap, Wolf Hills, which is where I currently am, I was getting between, on my 1 hours, I was getting 56, 29, 5? That's true though. 60, 54. So we're about right on this. Eastern Border, 1174.95. So yes, I was getting about the same range here. Now the breaths, though, this is the difference. I only got on any one of those on doing the birch. I only got 300 to 350 was the average. So I'm getting 5 times more than what I was getting prior, or 3 times more than what I was getting there. So breaths are definitely gone up. So we're getting far more breaths per hour.
My average breath from the Resorco Corals before the patch was like 600 in the hour. And right now it seems like 800. I'm going to say 800.
I've got a Reshalka Coral. Let me go. Let me pull it up. I've got a Reshalka Coral here. Hunting spots. Platara Mountains. No. No, I don't want hunting. I want mining.
Yeah, because you'd want to compare between like that and
Something else.
So the 1 hour that I have recorded there was a terrible hour. I got 386 for Shulka Coral, but this was no mini event. So this is 386 for Shulka Coral. I got 30 sharps, but I got 477 breaths in the Fairy's Breath in the hour, and 4,000 rough stone.
Yeah, I definitely. Me myself, I always averaged like 600 and some change. And
that one run, and that's what we talked about the day I did that run. Was we were laughing at how fucked I was getting because I was recording it, and they're like, everybody was saying, "Oh yeah," because you actually are trying to record the hour. The game's like, "Nah, I'm sorry, you're not. We're not gonna give you a normal run." Like, yeah, no, this one's trying to count. Not happening. We're not letting that go through. We don't do that here.
It's gonna be borked.
So, but we said, hey, at least I got the absolute worst because that shows the bare minimum of what you can walk away with because that was all raw dogged. I did not get a single mini game in that hour.
That's pretty wild, dude. Now, I will admit, like, the last hour was the most mini games I've ever seen ever. I've never seen that much mini games. Like, it was just, like, I burnt through my energy so quick.
Yeah, I'm getting, like, every 40 minutes, I'm killing my energy completely. So, if I'm going to do, like, extended gathering, we're going to have to do all the buffs. I mean,
Yeah,
the furniture...
That's what I did.
We're going to have to do furniture buff. We're going to have to do...
I thought an energy potion or two.
Well, I was thinking that herbal medicine. I'm thinking the furniture buff that's got the energy regen on it. I mean, we're gonna be up there at that 45 energy per tick range. Because if I'm gonna go sit down at Bear for a few hours, like that's gonna be a fun one. Because I've done a couple of those 3-hour Bear runs. Let me see if I pull this up.
Yeah, that's another question is what do you get from the bear runs from the sharps generally then?
Okay, so
because I know I do the bear runs myself. I just don't do it as often, but I do them.
Okay, so the last 3-hour cannonball run I did, which is the last recorded one, I did 3 hours, and I got 4.1 bill doing it. I ended up with 63,000 wild herbs, and then 990 breaths, and 123 sharps. So...
Okay.
I am...
All right.
I am 1,000% sure that I'm about to triple that in breaths.
I was just gonna say, I think your next bear run's gonna at least be triple that in breaths. I don't know about sharps, maybe, hopefully double.
Well, we'll see. I mean, that's going to be a bunch of energy. I mean, it's going to happen. It'll probably happen on the weekend at some point. On one of the weekends. Because I do need the... whatchamacallits. The wild herbs to make all this shit.
Okay, now last stupid question.
Yep.
Now I've seen that now since they have that other resource now seeming like it's more important, the essence of nature.
Yes.
I don't know how to make that one. I've not looked it up. Do you know how to make that one?
I'm double checking myself. Essence of nature. So 2 fruit of nature, 2 maple sap, 2 trace of nature, and 3 fortune teller mushrooms.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad.
I was gonna say because I kept wanting to say it felt like it was a 2-2-2 thing, but it's not. And it'll make 1 to 4.
Oh, okay.
When you proc it, so it's kind of semi-expensive. North America is currently sold out. There's 5,019 on the market. Hold on. How How many pre-orders is up there? 50. Okay, not enough to justify jumping into a market. I was gonna say, if that's like sitting up there at some like astronomical sellout, I would consider going to make some real quick. But the issue that I'm running into is, you're looking at 600,000 for the traces. You're looking at 250, so that's 500 for the so you're looking at 1.1 mil just to craft it times 3.25. So you're basically making 3 mil every click. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. You know, I don't know about selling it, but you make it only if you have to, kind of thing. It seems like.
Yes, unless there becomes like a massive pre-order for it, like just for whatever reason. I mean, I know how to do it. I need to keep buying the traces off the market. There was one day where I actually was going to take over the trace market. I had 150 billion, and I said, what are the odds that I take over the trace market and actually take control over how draughts are made? But the issue that I came into was I couldn't upkeep the sub materials to do all the elixirs. It's impossible. We don't earn enough through our nodes and shit to be able to do that.
No. What happens when you level up a node for the workers? Does anything happen?
No.
I didn't think so.
None of
I
it's
thought that it said
literally
something a long time ago.
Yeah, no, originally we thought that it was gonna do it, so some of us do have nodes that are leveled up to 10 in the game that were for gathering. Like the Star Zen node is leveled to 10 because we thought it was gonna or no, it's not Star Zen. What was it? It was one of the Valencia nodes, actually. No, it wasn't Valencia. It was Kamasilva. It was the Mithril nodes we were testing to see if the energy worked. Because we're like, if we level the nodes up, does it increase the drop rate of the Mithril? And we couldn't get it to work.
Yeah, I did that a long time ago. I thought that it was like something, but it never seemed like it was something, so...
She always forgets to pop the other guild buffs when she grinds. Every time.
Okay, so on the other note, the pities for this treasure item, there's plenty of pre-orders already up. I sold my 134 without question.
Is it already at max, or is it at is it still climbing?
I don't know about max, but it's sitting at its top.
Okay, what's this shit called? Thin Essence? Alright. Because I'm only going to sell it... Thin Essence... Yeah, no, it's not at its top yet. There's no up arrow.
Okay.
And there's no down arrow. But there already is 10,000, so that'll probably move up here in the next few hours.
Yeah, it's going to move up as more people get home from work and stuff.
So by the weekend, I would be starting to consider looking at trying to sell my shit.
Yeah, well, I made like... Yeah, I made good money from it, so I'm not mad.
I'm kind of not worried about it right now because I have so much gathering to do. I can just bulk sell that shit later.
I wonder how much of the currency you already got. Looks like you got a lot of it. Oh, there you go there. Oh, nice.
I am 230.
Good God.
In 3 hours.
How much of the event currency did you already get? Oh.
1,100. Considering I already bought the tome.
Fucking hell. That's quick.
I mean, I am blasting energy though. Like, when I say I'm going hard and I'm actually going for it, I mean I'm actually doing it.
He said, I'm full min max. I am min max.
I mean, like, I'm almost done with my 3rd character of energy. Just putting that out there. And that's with the energy procs and all the other shit. Like, that's 3 characters nearly completely dumped out.
Yeah, because you were building your energy too, weren't you?
Yep, I made sure that every character that I... Remember when I started doing all those characters and I deleted them?
Yep.
I deleted them early enough so that I could make sure that by the end of the patch cycle, I could get every character to 628 by then. So, every one of those characters that I just had leveled up on the Guardian are all sitting at 628 energy. So,
Yeah, sure are.
You know, I was pre-planning this, and, you know, I was being very careful of how I remember, because I kept saying, well, I'm not gonna go gather, I need to go grind instead, you know, because I was trying to debate on, was I gonna do, because a part of me really wanted to push the Draught thing through to go, you know, make some money, but then I was like, well, if there's a life skill event next week, or whenever, it makes more sense to do it then, because we really need a mini game. And if we get the mini game, then that makes more sense to open this shit up and actually go hard on it. Because now there is a reason for it.
I agree.
More ash sap, thank you very much. Like, I will probably be out of Agris tonight. I'll try to get on and do at least 1 more hour guaranteed after dinner tonight. Maybe 2, but by 7 o'clock I need to get off for the podcast and get ready for that. So I'll probably get another 2 characters done. Which is going to be, you know, probably getting more of the major saps done. I kind of want to get that over with for this run, and then work on the Bloods, see where I'm at by the end of the Bloods. And then once I have the Bloods, then we'll crank it up another notch. We'll add another 3,000 and rinse, repeat. Go back through and, you know, do the run again from the Birch Sap to the Ash Sap, which that's something that, you know, is very key with what I do. Is you really want to do Birch Sap first to Ash Sap. Don't do Ash Sap, then Birch Sap, because you're going to double up on your... You may overgrind your Ash. Because you're going to get about 30 to 40% Ash doing the Birch Sap rotation. So... That is where, once you've done all your Birch, you come over and you finish your Ash off. Because no, you're not going to get Ash anywhere else. That's as far as it goes. Then we're going to go do the Cedar, Pine, and Thuja Sap is the next big Agris grind. Is going to be that. Once we've done that, it's Snowfield Cedar until we're done with it. And then hopefully if I have to, I'll have to go through do Thuja, because I need to see what ends up when I'm done with the Cedar, Thuja, and Pine grind. Which maybe just for different places, we may go do that grind tonight. so that I'm not sitting here in the Balanos Wolf Mountains doing this shit for fucking, what, 2 hours? So I just did the Seraph here. No, I did the Seraph at, Birch. Yeah, we only got 20 energy left. 30 energy left, because we got an event.
I'm surprised that we didn't get a life skill like EXP event.
I know why they didn't, is because that would be technically too good.
It would be stupid, but I'm still shocked it didn't come with like
50%.
50%.
Yeah, well, I mean, all I'm going to do for 2 weeks is gather. It's whatever I have on my character. I will burn most all of my energy stuff. And I'm just going to keep cycling it until the end of the 2 weeks. And what we have is what we have. Like, I will go spend time at Reshalka. I'll go get some of that coral stuff because I would like to make some of the draughts, but I don't know which one I want to make, so I just want to get the coral and hold on to it. Because I don't know if I'm going to want the back attack. I don't know if I'm going to want the AP. Because it's like, okay, if I want the AP if I'm pushing. But it's only 5% more AP. I can't really get a hold of the back attack Deep Sea Elixir. So I feel like the thing is if I want to be grinding, like... If I want to grind, like, let's say... let's see. Which region am I realistically... Like, maybe Orbita or Tenebrum Castle. Like, if I really want to be able to grind that, I'm probably going to need the back attack, you know, realistically, is what I'm going to be lacking more of, is getting that extra damage on them. So, because perfumes I can get my hands
on. So, you know me, I use both of them. I make both of them. Whenever
I have 600 perfumes of courage, though. So it's like, I can use the Caphras essence and convert the perfumes. It's kind of...
Yeah, that's...
So, that's kind of where I'm looking at. So...
You should be turning them into the envies anyway, because they're much higher and they give you health.
It's only 500. It's only 5 more AP, though. That's the thing. It's only 5 more AP. And by the time you get into the region, it's only 1 to 2%. Like, once you get into that, like, bracket range, it's like 1 to 2% more. So it's like, okay, do I really even need it? But then when you go do the back attack, it does significantly more.
It is more. I will admit, like, when you're using the tenacity and you're able to, like, stay on their back like me, you do a lot of deleting. There's a lot of deletion happening.
And that's kind of what I'm looking at, is maybe because since, like I said, gathering the coral, the actual ocean coral, is a pain in the royal dick. The Reshalka coral makes sense to create the back attack one. So, logic says go do that.
Yeah, I admit, like, I don't think that even with, because I made the 100, right? The 100 of the envies.
Yeah.
I did go out to Orbita for at least the 2 hours when I had them. I do not think I was doing more damage with the envy as I was the tenacities. But I didn't have any tenacities, so, you know, I burnt all of them up and I was just using up my spare deep seas.
Yeah.
I can make the tenacities pretty damn quickly. Or at least I could get up 3,000 coral in, you know, a few hours. So that's how I look at that.
Alright, we're done. So that's 3 characters fully drained off. And now it's time to go see the spoils of what we did. So let's Guild Manor to do this faster, because I'm gonna just leave her out here in the middle of fucking nowhere. Or runner back. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll just jump it off in here so we can look. So the big question is, how many breaths did I get in the total? So Medea, in total, we got 240 thin essence and 3 characters. That's not terrible. Sharps, I'm up over 2,000, but I didn't, that's from all those fucking boxes.
The boxes, yeah. That's not even 1% of what we need.
And I've already made, 2,700 of the fairies' breaths from this gathering session. So nearly 3,000 a character. To put that in perspective, I've done 3 characters. No, that's not, wait. 2,700, that's 900 per character. There we go. I added a 0. So yeah, 900 per character is what we're getting an hour. And when we just kind of quickly peek over there, in an hour I was getting roughly 200 to 300. So yeah, they've multiplied this by 3. So basically what you would have to do is you have to take all this, take the value of it, multiply it by 3, and find out which conversion is better. That's basically where that sits now. Yes, I need to go put her up anyway. Fuck. I just realized it. Because the donkey... No, the horse is out on her, so yeah, I've got to go back. And then the last quick bit of math that we want is, where are we at on Ash Sap now, after that lovely little run? We're now up to, 50,264, and Birch Sap is now up to 88,031. So I need another 30,000 Ash Sap, so that's at least one more hour of Ash. That's a guaranteed hour of Ash, for sure. So almost 2 hours more of Ash.
Character.
All right. What did I gather? So I've been gathering 2 rounds of birch.
The world.
Yes, I'm gathering everything from your mom to Uranus to big titty goth girlfriends. I'm gathering it all right here. So I did birch sap and can you like get up on the fucking ledge? Thank you, please.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Fuck, there we go. But I did 2 hours of birch trying to get that knocked out, which is now done. Ash, I just did an hour on the Sork, so that's now done. When we get back tonight, I might do a Agris run on I went tanning. I think they broke tanning balance. Well, they increased it by 500 versus the 1,000, so I'll be curious to see how that ends up coming out. I have more sharps than I get from an hour of hunting. Yeah, I heard a few people saying they were getting 3 billion worth of sharps in an hour. Doing tanning with 3,000 mastery. But it's about right. I'm averaging about 880 an hour. Yeah, I'm barely getting 50 or 60.
Wait, Scott, what?
Yeah. I'm getting like 80 to 90 an hour doing sapping. I'm sure there's going to be a balance patch on this in the next week or so. Like, there's no way.
Canning sounds fucking broken.
Yeah,
what?
but I mean, the materials are fucking piss. That's the issue.
Yeah, we know.
So, yeah, we'll come... They better. This is going to destroy the sharp market. Yeah, that really... they may end up doing a hot fix, honestly, if it's that bad. And I mean, maybe they want to kill the sharp market. Maybe that's one they want to be lower than this. Maybe they do want it lower for whatever crazy reason.
I mean, for the number of sharps that everyone needs for their alchemy stones, I guess.
Actually, I'm gonna leave you... I'm gonna leave you in the stable. I'll just run to the Kamasov. But for me, it's like I'm not even going to bother gathering anything that's not on my list. Like, it's basically at this point I'm doing logs. Okay, let me rephrase this. Get my thoughts together here. Okay, so I need to finish my saps for round 2 of my alchemy. Once I have done that, then I need to set up for round 3. At that point, will require more effort and more work because I do need to mathematically figure out exactly how many alchemy stations I'm gonna need for the next for all of the rotations. So once I figure out the alchemy stations scenario, I will I'll then look at what do I need after round 3. And then that's where we'll be doing chopping, mining. I mean, the good news is I've got 20,000 rough stone that I'm about to break down, which is so damn good. Those extra boxes from grinding, oh my gosh.
It's crazy, dude. Like, every time I think about those boxes, I'm like, man, I'm gonna miss those.
Yeah. In classic fashion, I'm treasure hunting. That's fair. And you're probably, what, doing the worst one first? You want to get that tanning one over with and then go do everything else?
Tanning what? For what?
The treasure item.
Oh.
Getting, because each major life skill's got one, so...
That's true.
For the gathering, so... I'll be doing... The only ones that I will even get close... I'm not even going...
They have one for training?
No, for any gathering life skill, so...
Yeah, never mind.
You want to stock up? I mean, fair. I won't tan, because I'm not going to waste my energy, because, honestly, I'm better off with it being used elsewhere.
I mean, I don't want the treasure item myself, so... I'm not gonna waste the time. I'll wait for it to get cheap or something.
I will probably, once it starts dropping in value, I will probably consider making it. The Krog and the lamp. Yeah, that's true. They do have that.
What?
Training has 2 treasures already.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I'd like to get the lamp, but I don't know if it's worth it.
So we're going to go ahead and process out all the rough stone so that I can make sure I know what I need log-wise. So I can get the math done on that. But the worst case scenario, we're going to convert the... we'll do the trade run within the week if I absolutely need it. And I also have the Bank of Boquests over here. With 20 billion sitting in it. To knock some shit out. So, I mean, I got an extra 20 billion there. I will start fishing again tonight, so that'll add money back into my pocket. So... Hey, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. How you been, man? Terrible time to raid, though. I'm about to get off myself. Ugh. How is it going? Jesus, can I get off cap locks here so I don't scream in people's faces? Shout out. There we go. Yeah, long time. What's new? Alright, so let's get the rough math for this, because I know it's going to be some stupid amount of logs I'm going to need. Absolutely stupid amount of logs. Alright. You know, I'm sitting here actually staring at my iron ingots going, I may have to make actual iron shards. How things been with you? I've been busy, but good, playing too many games. I've been working my ass off is mostly what I've been doing. So, trying to enjoy moments of time where I can just sit back, relax, and, like, not worry about shit. Has been kind of nice. But other than that, just working my ass off. Okay, so it's 85 and 15. Okay, so I'll have to divide it once we get all the rough stone up. I'll have to divide it by 85, see how many stations, and then multiply that by 15. Got it. You been there? Feel ya? Yeah. The everlasting grind of busting my ass for 15, 18 hours a day is definitely tiring. So I'm kind of at a spot where if I don't start taking time to myself, I'm going to go absolutely mad. And that's not good. Like, I need to try to, like, stress my brain, basically. Because basically I get up at 3 in the morning, and then work till normally 3 in the afternoon. And then I stream for a little bit in the evening, and then from around 8 to like 9:30, I'll tweak some stuff, work on that, and then try to be in bed by 10, 11 o'clock. So, trying to change that a little bit to make it a little more manageable. But at some point, hopefully when the light novel thing's done, you know, I wouldn't say it's not going to be done for a while, but once I can get off that big, long grind of trying to catch everything up, that's when it gets easier, because then it's just about moving forward instead of having to, like, do all this, like, backwards and forwards shit. Used to do 12-hour shifts, so you know the grind. Yeah, it's rough. Like, I mean, I'm normally a zombie by like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you know, it's like you go, like, mom always is like, whenever I see her, she's like, "You look tired." I'm like, I've been up and done a full day of work before you've ever even gotten your ass out of bed. Like, Think about it. Like, by the time she gets up at like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm nearly done with a whole day's worth of shit at that point. And it's like I'm on round 2 at this point. So yeah, by the time 5 o'clock runs around, I'm a zombie. And Thursdays are the worst for me because this is podcast night. So it's normally till 11 p.m. for me. So 11:30-ish when I finally go to bed, which means most Thursday nights I get to Friday mornings, I get maybe 2.5, 3 hours of sleep. And then basically it's just a nap, get up, and grind it off. But I may end up start changing how I do Thursdays. I don't know yet. Or not Thursdays, but Fridays. So you may see me on pretty early tomorrow as well, because if my brain's fogged and hazed over, I'm normally on at, I'll get on by like 10, 11 o'clock at that point. I'm not going to try to grind through it because I've done it several weeks already where I'll be sitting there and it's like, if I'm working on the book, I may get like 5 paragraphs where I'm working on it cleaned up. And then I'm like, my brain, it's off.
It becomes
and,
total mush.
And then the fact if I actually have to do one of my paid jobs, then it's like absolutely... Then I'm actually getting screwed because then I actually really have to try to perform. At least tomorrow is Friday, almost the weekend. See, that's the issue is my shit's 7 days a week. It doesn't stop. It's 7 days a week. They always say, work for yourself. It's so much better. Yeah, I don't work for someone.
Sure.
It's just, I'm now doing it 7
end up
days a week.
working more.
Mm-hmm. Do what you love.
Really right.
Because you're going to hate every other minute of your life outside of that. So, but speaking of which, it's 1:30. I want to go get a couple things done before I go to dinner here in a few hours. So, that's why unfortunate raid and run issue for me. I wish I could stay on longer, but I got to get going for dinner in about like an hour and 30 minutes, 40 minutes maybe. Like, at this point, my stomach's already starting to gnaw, and I'm like, I should probably go eat, but... Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, but thank you for the raid. I appreciate it, everyone. I'll be on here in about 2.5 hours if anybody wants to come hang out. I'll get back on about 5 p.m. Eastern time. Grind out for maybe like an hour and a half. No later than 2 hours. I got to be off by like 7:15, so I can get ready for the podcast over on Ace's channel. So yeah, if anybody wants to stop by, then come and hang out. Always glad to see y'all. Hope y'all have a great rest of your evenings, and I'll see y'all here in a couple hours. So later, everybody.